Subway, eat fresh.
Hey, what's that?
Bought groceries with my Credit Karma Money debit card and want a reimbursement. So I bought myself this trophy.
And filled it with nachos. Don't say it.
Nacho trophy.
Get paid back for the stuff you pay for with Instant Karma.
Pizza?
Bad move, guys. Get a freshly made footlong from Subway instead. Like a classic Italian BMT stacked with fresh veggies. There's a Subway 3 blocks from here.
Choose better, be better. And now save when you order in the app.
Subway, eat fresh.
Hey, new toy?
Bought it with my Credit Karma Money debit card and want a reimbursement. With all the money I saved, I'm gonna buy
A new TV?
a new TV.
Get paid back for the stuff you pay for with Instant Karma.
I am a season no one saw coming. Not that it's a bad thing. I am something none of you expected. And each surprise leads to one heck of a summer. Because this year, to make the playoffs, you better win. Or you're done.
What's up, everybody?
And one thing is for sure this season. I am not certain what happens next.
Something odd happened with your YouTube where it said my Xfinity Road America stream is still live. What? I feel very confident that it's not.
And who will leave with nothing?
Absolute zero.
Which is what Cooper brings to this show. Capital One College Bowl, Tuesday on NBC.
The Open Championship has stood the test of time. Once again, Americans will begin their day watching the Open and the best in the world. The Open Championship on NBC and Golf.
It's NASCAR Cup Series racing from Road America. This telecast presented by T-Mobile. And the fans are out here. It's a little bit warmer of a day. Junior, you had mentioned down on the grid it was warm. How will that affect these drivers?
Well, I don't think there's any place in a series that you're working harder than at road courses, and this will be a new one, so they'll be working even harder trying to stay on this black top. And the cars are going to be hot inside. I think 130 to 150 degrees inside those cars with the brake temp and everything coming through that firewall.
A link.
Fans, really a perfect day for racing here at Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin, and they're ready for
No soccer today, so you can watch NASCAR. Hey. Oh shit, this way.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, on this Independence Day weekend, please rise and remove your hats as we honor America. Presenting our nation's colors, the Town of Sheboygan Honor Guard and Army National Guard Retention and Recruiting Battalion of Plymouth. Please remain standing for our invocation by Father Dale Gruba.
Let us pray. God our Father, on this 4th of July, we remember how blessed we are. We are grateful for all who have sacrificed and gave their lives so we could live the freedoms that we enjoy. Bless those in public office and guide their decisions. Protect those serving in the military and first responders. And we pray for ourselves. May we live with the same faith, courage, and convictions as those who founded and fought for our country. God our Father, keep us in the palm of your hand as we go about our way. Amen.
And here to perform our national anthem from Racine, Wisconsin, 12-year-old Liamane Segura.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, all the rebels first thing you know, gave rules the rough night, fed our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? For the land of the free and the home of the brave.
What's up, Boston? How's it going? Let's go racing, y'all. We got some links.
When we come back, the drivers will be strapped in and we'll fire the engines. First race of Road America in 65 years.
Look at this giant tower of coins. We've got to try to win this. So I started rapid firing the coins like crazy. It was moving, but we still didn't get it. Then I played again, and this tower was hanging off of the edge. So then I gave it one last try.
You don't always set out to be a rock star.
Probably one of the coolest coin pushers I ever played, and I won 600 tickets.
I'm gonna tell you a secret since we're in the car alone. I have been to Sonic in my pajamas. Have you seen? Oh, thank God. I knew, of course. That's what we're friends.
He was out of bra.
Oh, definitely a bra. Yeah. Sonic Crave Cheeseburger. I never wear a bra when I drop the kids off at school.
T-Mobile is the leader in 5G. Experience it now with up to 4 powerful iPhone 12 Pros with 5G on us. And with our new Magenta Max plan, you'll get unlimited premium data that can't slow down based on how much smartphone data you use.
Holy shit.
These are included. That's right. Unlimited
You think Kyle Busch is gonna win?
4 iPhone 12 Pros on us.
Honestly, I don't know.
Only at T-Mobile.
I feel like,
Yeah, just say
I mean, he has to go to a backup, right?
We should take a closer look at Geico.
Yeah. So he has to start from the back.
You know, Geico insures way
Probably
more than
Elliot.
cars,
Yeah,
boats,
exactly.
Motorcycles, even RVs.
Geico insures RVs? What's an RV?
The thing we've been stuck on for 5 years.
Wait, I'm not a real moose?
We've been over this, Jeff. We're stickers.
I'm not a real moose. Give him some space.
Deep breaths, Jeff.
What's a sticker? Take a closer look at Geico. Great savings and a whole lot more.
I would give these to my kids if I was trying to figure out a reason to go back and get another one.
You can't act more excited about this than your kids. Red, white, and blue, slush, float. Make them believe that they're the reason.
What's
we're going
this
to
link?
Sonic.
There are 16 spots in the playoffs, and just one track left.
Yo, I better not hear nothing else from no other rapper. I better not hear nothing else from no other rapper about no VVS, no baguettes, cause this got the VVS's on his dome piece.
Have you heard of the Steven Universe community? No? It sounds toxic, though. Anything with the word community makes it seem toxic. I don't know.
July stands out in a lot of different ways. On July 4th is a great way to...
It sucks that I missed the end of the race yesterday. I mean, I was able to watch it, like, when we were driving in. But I wanted to stream for it. But Dairy Queen's actually a pretty fun job so far. It got to a point where it was so slow, where we just pulled out, like, the messed up blizzards and we just ate them. And then, I was just watching the Red Sox. It's kind of fun. Very toxic.
Spend time with family if I'm at the racetrack. Nothing's better than motorsports on the 4th of July.
So, the lentil soup's now been cooking 15-20 minutes. So we just finish off with a bit of thyme, a tiny bit of olive oil, which is very Italian to have with lentil soup.
Racing has been a great sport for a long time, and celebrating Independence Day and doing it on a race weekend is going to be a lot of fun.
Tiny bit of olive oil. I put a tiny bit of oil in the pan, which I'm going to rub out with my cloth. This will assist me in cooking the sardines without the skin sticking.
Of course she's going to say yes. A proposal right there.
He just had a proposal. That's pretty cool.
Where were you when that engagement took place? We were at Road America watching the first cup race in 65.
Oh, I know what Steven Universe is, but has a lot of LGBTQ plus fans because the show is somewhat. Oh, so yeah, it's pretty toxic.
Well, Rick, Tyler Reddick a year ago would have told you that road courses were his worst track type. He just couldn't get the feel for him.
What is your day like?
Housewife stuff. Clap, punch.
You're teaching a class. Clap, punch.
Let's do this thing!
Tomato burger. I'm pretty sure these are just gonna be on repeat all summer.
I've been seeing these flipping tomato burgers everywhere. Let's see if they're busting or not.
The fuck is this shit? Tomato burger? That looks disgusting. Brexton. Oh, I love the Brexton videos. Normally, this would be okay, but the LGBTQ fans are normally oh wow, yeah, they're the bad ones.
Please welcome our Grand Marshal, Franklin, Wisconsin native, and NASCAR Xfinity Series driver, Sam Mayer.
Hey.
Happy 4th of July, everybody. May God bless America. On behalf of Jockey Made in America, driver, start your engine.
If you're not one of them, you're racist. Yeah, those fans are toxic.
A glimpse of the future.
At 18, she won her first Olympic medal.
Felix with one final surge. Felix gets her goal.
At 30, she won her ninth.
Here comes Ella from Felix.
This year,
Felix makes the team.
she'll go for her first gold as a mom.
At the age of 35, she's off to the Olympics for the 5th time.
You might think William the Tar is pretty tame, but he can walk on the wild side.
Is there anyone there that can untie those garlic knot rolls for me?
He's a rule breaker. He runs with a rough crowd.
Do you remember the 2014 World Cup game of Germany versus Brazil? No. I didn't watch that. I watched the 2010 World Cup. Like, just like one game. I don't even know how many games there is, but I remember just like somebody had it on.
Favorite destination. Getting to you is a thrill ride revved up with years of racing heritage. I was born to love the track and bred to lead the pack. See you next time around. Cheers, Toyota Performance. With Toyota's race-inspired lineup, it's no wonder we're in the winner's circle. Toyota, let's go places.
New York's largest water theme park, Water Safari, has 3 new rides this summer. Mamba Strike, Serengeti Stampede, and Killer Manjaro's Revenge, the best water game.
It's called the Steven Universe Sabotage.
Safari Resort stay and play packages. Get discounts on tickets and money at Water's Edge Inn.
7-1. Is that like a high score? Seems like that's a high score.
With spacious guest rooms, luxury suites, indoor pool, sauna, and free continental breakfast. Book your stay. Go to watersedgeinn.com.
Happy 4th of July from NBC3.
7-1. 7-1.
NASCAR on NBC is brought to you by T-Mobile.
7-1. Really? DC not 7, Toronto FC 1. What the hell?
That dude just pissed.
Official credit card of NASCAR. Visit GoCredit1.com. Toyota.
Have you guys ever seen the video that like has the view, like the title is like this video has this amount of views, and then it's somehow perfectly synced up with the amount of views that it has? This video has this amount of views, and then it's somehow perfectly synced up with the amount of views.
Racing on the 4th of July. You're watching the Jockey Made in America 250.
Road
I don't know why the links don't work for
Now
Austin.
for today's starting grid brought to you by T-Mobile. It is a Hendrick Motorsports front row with William Byron and Kyle Larson, the 23-year-old and 28-year-old starting up front.
If you're looking for a favorite, look no further than row 2, AJ Allmendinger. A win here in Xfinity and in Cart. Looking for the trifecta kind of adds up. And I wouldn't rule out Cedric starting right behind him in row 3. Another road course ace. Running Cup Limited this year.
And Steve, I think Alex Bowman has showed such promise on these road courses as well. He's another driver right next to Martin Truex Jr. that could be a favorite.
Yeah, I look at Steve. Now look at Christopher Bell in row 7. Norman, Oklahoma. He won the Daytona Road Course, another track we didn't see a lot of racing at. He's looked good all weekend long. Michael McDowell back here in 9th. Daytona 500 winner. Could he win 2 in the same year? It would be a career year for Michael.
We've seen Ryan Blaney also win at a road course, that High Point, North Carolina native, looking very strong, as well as, how about Brad Keselowski? He's already had a pirouette here during practice, but there's still the possibility of him getting to the front row.
Yeah, you see in row 11, Justin Hayward will go to the back. They had to change engines after practice and qualifying. Kevin Harvick back in row 13. He's a 2-time road course winner, but it has been quite some time. Actually, took part in the Xfinity Series race yesterday.
As we go back to the final rows, look back here, Kyle Busch. Yes, he had to go to a backup car, didn't go out in qualifying. He will start at the rear of the field.
But no one in the field has won a road course race after not starting in the top 20, except for Kyle Busch. So I don't care where he started, he still has to be a favorite.
All right, drivers, a great perspective of this 4-mile track. We were able to have the Copter do a lap around Road America. Take us through it.
Well, we've been here why this racetrack is so difficult. Number one, look at how narrow it is. Long front straightaway, the longest front stretch in all of NASCAR, going to a 90-degree heavy braking corner. You're going to have to fly through here. It's a place to pass, and it's also a place to protect from being passed. That leads to another short straightaway. And guess what, Junior? Another braking zone.
Oh yeah, I've seen this.
Yeah, but an important corner to get out of successfully because it leads over this long.
Except the video is in reverse. They're just lying.
And then you keep on going onto this braking zone down here in turn 5. This is the toughest braking zone. It's downhill. You're going super fast, hard, left-hand 90-degree, up the hill to turn 6. The turn 6 is a blind corner. You cannot see it till you get there. But again, another sharp corner leads to another straightaway and a sharp corner. Then guess what? Another long stretch with a 90-degree left-hand turn. Guess what? Has an opportunity. 9 and 10 to carousel, Junior. Lasts forever. Yeah, it's really slick through here, wearing out that left rear tire, killing the drive off of the car on this little straightaway here that leads to a very tricky part of the course. It's called the Gate. Turn 11 has claimed a few cars already this weekend. I think there'll be a lot of action here, a lot of mistakes. Guys getting off the track. And when they get off the track, look, there's nowhere to go. They're going to bounce into one wall or the other and block the track for the oncoming track. Then you got Canada corner. A very difficult corner. Look at all the black marks on corner entry. That's a very
I don't know why your links don't post, Austin.
and that leads to another straight with some, this is our most, I think, pretty technical part of the racetrack. And it leads all the way down to turn 14. And turn 14 is the last.
There we go. Jaden finally posted his pics.
With a huge climb uphill.
Guys, great explanation. I was looking forward to putting 40 cars out there and seeing what they're able to do. Well, Busch Beer is celebrating July 4th by giving away $444 whenever Harvick's number 4 car is driving a lap with the number 4 in it. So tweet hashtag BuschLightApple and hashtag sweepstakes for your chance to win. Cars rolling around this 4-mile course and crowd getting ready for some exciting racing from Road America. That's coming up next.
We made USAA insurance for members like Martin, an Air Force veteran made of doing what's right, not what's easy. So when a hailstorm hit, USAA reached out before he could even inspect the damage. That's how you do it right. USAA insurance is made just the way Martin's family needs it. With hassle-free claims, he got paid before his neighbor even got started. Because doing right by our members, that's what's right. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
Hi, welcome to Sonic. Can I take your order?
One fried white and blue slush float.
I'll take the slush. I'm on ice cream and strawberry. Order up. Sonic red, white, and blue slush float.
Social justice is at the height of its power, with considerable amounts of territory under their control. However, they lack the skills and the strength needed to defeat the Anon kingdoms of the north. Constant raids and attacks have halted their advance, but their hunger is growing every day. The 4chan Alliance during this period begins to hatch various plans in order to liberate their fallen brethren. It's during this time that a small band of heroes decide to go through with a plan of their own. What followed is not only successful, albeit small mission for 4chan.
I want to show you guys something. This right in here is the blunt that I smoked at Pocono Raceway. I haven't finished it yet because part of me doesn't want to finish it. I want it to be like just a memory. Last week at Pocono, the flyover plane, it flew over and then it like did another flyover, and it was like flying at an angle, and I was pretty high during the national anthem, so I thought that I was like paranoid that the flyover plane had like turned against us and was gonna fly into the grandstands. Oh boy, weed, man.
Joey knows how to heel a toe. We'll be finding out in this race, and he has a reverse driver camera as well. So we can look back at Joey wearing his glasses, steering on that car. And Austin Cindric, number 33 car.
It's weird how pressed people can get over a fucking show.
A little bit different shifter than what we just saw. Kevin Harvick's car. Be fun watching this road course ace just try to get a win today.
Before the green flag comes out, let's get a few more stories from pit road. We'll start with Parker.
Well, Rick, we just saw that cool onboard camera from Joe Logano, and he, in the last 4 road course races, has finished no worse than 4th. But today, that might be a tough thing to pull off. He told me after practice and in just qualifying, he has not quite found the trick around here, the speed around here. They just feel like in this 22 car, they don't have the usual speed they have here at road courses. So he's going to be using these early laps especially to try and find some of those areas that he's lacking so he can make up that speed deficit, Dave.
Jeff mentioned the choice on being able to see all the cars. Well, he starts 34th, did not have a good qualifying run, has not been able to find his rhythm according to the driver. And remember, half of his 12 victories as a Cup Series driver have been on the road courses. That's why he was predicted as the favorite. It's a surprise that he's starting as far back as he is, Marty.
Dave, even further back is Kyle Busch. All day long, we're going to hear about the value of brand new Goodyear tires, and no one has a better situation to start the race than Kyle Busch, who starts 40th this afternoon.
Do they not like when they post art? I love this Kyle Busch Skittle scheme. He's used it for a few years during the 4th of July weekend. I think it's a nice scheme.
Marty, this is one of the great locations at the track up here on the party deck. We have located the go-to Wisconsin fan fuel. It is the bratwurst cooked up in a big old pot of nothing but butter and beer, and I got to take a bite of this thing. I love my job. You care if I get in there one time, man? You got... It's the double. That's a double brat. This is the double brat. It's a go-to staple here at the track. Here I go.
Oh, that looks good. He is indulging that hot dog.
Attack those brats. The double brat from Jack. All right, we're going to keep him eating all afternoon long, and you can enjoy the race with the fans. Right now he's up on the party deck. There's so many places. Again, 100,000.
They got offended. See, this is why I don't get involved with communities. Because everyone's just pissy.
For the fans to come here to Wisconsin and really take in history.
It's an amazing location. I've seen a lot of races from here, but never been able to experience it in person. And I'm going to tell you, this is a racing town. Jeff, you said it in the pre-race.
All right, we're getting ready to go green here. Let's go, boys.
They are excited that NASCAR.
Tons of energy. So fun to see.
So again, Hendrick Motorsports making up row number 1. William Byron won the pole earlier. Kyle Larson, second fastest. They come up the hill, and then they've still got about 100 yards until they get to the start-finish line. But the field 2 by 2. It's been 65 years. since the Cup Series has raced at Road America. But they're back.
Green flag is in the air, boys.
And look how quickly A.J. Allmendinger is throwing his name into the hat here as he works to the inside of Kyle Larson in that 16, and now challenging for the lead as they go down the straight into turn 5.
Sharp left-hander they're approaching, so William Byron has a preferred lane.
The NASCAR community is pissy. Oh, is the NASCAR community pissy? Yeah, they can be pissy.
Most of these guys are running on this racetrack with other cars for the first time. A little bit of practice, qualifying, everybody pretty much staying away from each other. So racing this track by yourself versus having a bunch of traffic, it's two different things. Got to really be aware of what corner you're coming up onto, especially going into corners like that. Can't be distracted by the traffic around you.
Larson with a big run on the outside, trying to pinch his teammate. The steering wheel up, wasn't able to do it.
But yeah, my new job is actually pretty cool. They just let you have free popsicles whenever you want.
Running that second spot, A.J. Allmendinger is third.
Couldn't do that at Chick-fil-A.
Reddick in fourth, and Austin Cindric in fifth.
Big question mark for AJ as they go for the keep for the first time. What is that equipment that he's driving like? Can he withstand the work he's going to put it through? He didn't get through the keep very well. It's getting a challenge for position here on the outside with Reddick. We know he's got pace by himself. We know he's got pace early on, but will that car stand the wear and tear of the entire race? I think also.
Do they have SpongeBob popsicles? No, they was just like normal popsicles.
Obviously, you want to get the track.
The ones that are like plastic and then you just suck them up.
Hey, what do you have on AJ?
How about the wear and tear that may be on the driver? We'll see. Larson trying to get here, but yesterday he ran 180 miles here.
The ones that you buy in the store that are just liquid. And then they turn into a popsicle when you put it in the freezer.
Right now, 88 degrees at Road America. It is hot here.
What the fuck? Why is that dog twerking? Oh boy. I woke up at 11:30 this morning. I love waking up late on a race day because then I don't have to wait as long for the race to start.
Yesterday was a single apple, but I feel like we have a legitimate shot, and his good buddy Chase Briscoe has been telling him all week.
After the Steven Universe community had their fit, the art community created and revealed himself as a black transgender who only wanted to contribute to the community. Every person who talked shit backtracked. Oh man, I just love how pissed and just how everyone gets. Kyle Busch already up to 30th. Already up 10 points in one, or 10 places in one lap.
A lot of times I've been in different cars with different interior guys. Some of them will tape that helmet hose to the helmet. Some of them don't do anything at all, and that's when it can come off. So he's going to need to try to figure out a way to get that back on there, if not have the pit crew help him under a pit stop, because that will be an awful experience to go without any air moving around in that helmet throughout the entire.
What if he raced at Road Atlanta? That'd be kind of fun. Or the Virginia racetrack. Virginia International Raceway or some shit. That's a cool road course. Or if he raced at Mazda Raceway. That's a cool road course.
Going into your helmet that you can breathe, that is not the same thing. So can he deal with that this entire race?
I know in some situations with some teams, they allow the driver to choose. You get the vest or you get the helmet. Now we can put a fan in that helmet, but cool air, you're only going to get it on the vest, or you're only going to get it on the helmet, because they only want to give the drivers only a few amps. They need that, they need that power from the alternator and everything else to do something.
Sam, watch this video high as balls.
Steve at a road course. Yeah, I mean,
I'll first I need to take a tolerance break. Oh no, you're supposed to watch this while you're tripping.
Choose a little bit. Got to remember the 16 car, you know, not a full-time team. So you ask yourself, was there some miscommunication or whatever AJ needed? Let's take a look back in the news all week long. The 99 of Trackhouse purchasing Chip Ganassi Racing. Well, here's Daniel
Which car's the biggest and which car's the smallest?
Oh man, red and white car that's climbing the hill from 5 to 6.
Now all three cars are the exact same size.
You definitely don't want to enter in it, but you see how easy it was. Your guy was in the dirt behind him. It looked like Martin Truex Jr. gave a little.
Oh shit, you got Daniel Suarez. He's slow on track right now.
The 99, so
that probably will be a caution.
Suarez early as he's trying to climb the hill to turn 6. I think the tires are up. There seems to be
yeah, that's going to be a caution.
I agree, Dale. I think it's going to come out and it's the same thing.
Caution.
It's going to come out and it's the same thing. So it sounds like it's some sort of issue that they have seen either on their car or their team cars this weekend. Transmission maybe.
Got me feeling some type of way. Savor every moment slowly, slowly.
Doesn't accelerate.
This reminds me a lot of what we saw from Bubba Wallace in qualifying. Entering a corner, downshifting, and losing the drive or either getting stuck in transmission.
Well, this 99 had transmission issues at Coda.
You guys are awesome. If you're in my stream, you're awesome. And Jaden's awesome. Even though he's not in the stream, he's awesome.
He's like, go, go, go.
He's trying to tell him.
He's like,
Hurry up.
He wants his pushman.
This is the pushing truck. We gotta get the pushing truck here. This isn't it.
That's frustrating for a driver. You're like trying to communicate. Limited communication at this point with AMR, and he's wanting to get back to his pits, not lose any time, laps or anything, get this thing tuned up, fixed, and try to get back out there racing.
Oh my fucking god, just get at the fucking truck and push him.
Push it, he says.
Daniel Suarez, 3 top 10s already this season. Daniel, the first foreign-born driver to win a championship. He won the Xfinity Series championship back in 2016.
This is an unfortunate break for the 99, but this will not be the end of mechanical issues, I feel, Junior. This is just a tough place on equipment.
Yeah, this thing, they're already determined to take it behind the wall and get it fixed. So frustrating day already for this team.
So Suarez is going to get pushed back. NASCAR Cup Series.
Look in the NASCAR playlist I linked you before. Wait. Link it again. I don't know if I saved it or not.
I'm really nervous. I don't know what I should wear. Just wear something.
Oh no, I did save it.
Remember, it's a business dinner, not a
Unavailable videos are hidden.
Network. This is what she heard.
Just wear something crazy. Remember, it's a costume party. Costume party. Yeah.
Don't trust first impressions to just any network. Go with T-Mobile, the crown jewel of 5G.
Anybody want to split a turkey leg?
You don't become the official partner of MLB and NASCAR if you aren't the strongest and the fastest. Blue Emu's unique formula with emu oil offers relief when you're training to win. Blue Emu Super Strength. It works fast and you won't stink. Official partner of MLB and NASCAR.
Only 6% of U.S. retail businesses have a black owner.
Wait, can I add IndyCar races to that, or is it just NASCAR and modified?
So, I did something. I created a Black Business Accelerator. And now we have a program that's dedicated to making tomorrow a better day for Black businesses. I am Tiffany, and this is just the beginning.
It's time for electric to turn into lightning. An electric truck that can haul.
NASCAR only, alright.
That can help build your house. And if need be, power that house. That feels like a bullet train and works like a freight train.
Working at the station, working. Hey, did that guy pay for that beer? He didn't pay me for it. Ah, shit! Get a call red! Call red! I'm gonna go grab the gun! You're gonna attack! Give us a slow down, slow down! Yeah, okay, I'm going, I'm right behind you! Shit! Drop the gun, slippery fingers! I got it!
Can you link me to a playlist of your IndyCar race? What? I don't have a playlist to that.
Save money and get round-the-clock protection.
Of IndyCar races.
Sure does.
Shouldn't something wacky be happening right now? People could use a break.
We've all been through a lot this year. That makes sense. Now's not a good time to fix it, insane.
Are you sure? Yeah, I was booked all day. Read the room, guys. Yeah. Right?
You'll make one? Bet.
July 23rd, live from Tokyo on NBC. You can have a taste of the Olympic spirit. Rings Across America. It's a life-size set of Olympic rings that are traveling from coast to coast in the weeks leading up to the Games. It starts at Universal Studios in Los Angeles this weekend, and will go all the way to New York for the opening ceremonies on July 23rd. That would be a great place to get a picture taken. Looking down on this 4-mile.
It sucks NASCAR wasn't able to go to Auto Club this year.
Pushing the 99 back in toward the garage. Great coverage from Geico, giving us that vantage point. And let's check back in with Dave in the pits.
Rick, I wanted to give you an idea of some of the cooling that happens with the helmet. As we mentioned, A.J. Allmendinger having the helmet hose fall off. Let me first of all confirm it is sunny out here. There is not a cloud in the sky and 88 degrees. This is the opening where the helmet hose is connected from an air conditioning system, you could call it, that feeds the air into there, taped on here. Also, the front of the helmet, too. Remember, there's a drink system that the drivers all have, and most of them just suck it out like you would on a straw to bring that water.
Oh, you just added one already. All right.
But without this one on top, that is going to be critical for A.J. Allmendinger. He needs that cool air. The team will have to decide if they're going to bring him down pit road and reinstall that at some point and take the time and lose a track position to do it.
Yeah, that air is spread all through the helmet. It cools your head. It also brings you fresh air to breathe. So it's so hot. Once you get used to having it and you don't, it is horrible.
I can promise you, AJ tried his hardest to find that hose under this caution.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he was probably reaching around in there as hard as he could to see if he could access that hose and refasten it.
If Dave left it open-ended like they may pit to repair it, no dice, but sorry.
Oh shit, yeah, I don't think I can add to it yet.
I mean, if we get cycled to the back, maybe, but not from where we're running currently.
All right, guys, you can win $444 on July.
Oh, I do have the permission. All right, good.
Tweet hashtag Busch Light Apple and hashtag sweepstakes whenever Harvick's number 4 car is driving a lap with the number 4 in it, and you can win, which, by the way, will be coming up in just a few moments because they will be on lap 4 here at Road America.
Got my phone out.
You post highlight vids too.
So far, Chase Elliott all the way up to 20th. Jeff, you pointed that out during commercial.
All right, here we go. Back green. Surprisingly, a quick caution. Those don't happen at Road America.
To the restart zone right there. And
back green.
Kyle Larson strong on this restart. The number 5, that blue 5 on the outside. How will he do into turn 1? Ross Chastain in the 42 and Austin Cindric in the 33 fighting for that 5th spot right now. Side by side as they go through 5.
The one thing I love about this racetrack is being on the outside of some of these corners isn't
a place for any IndyCar content.
Position. You race these guys if you want, maybe even create momentum on throttle coming off the corner to have the opportunity to run down and be on the inside on this corner.
I love people who post old races like that you forgot about or like never even seen or some shit. It's like races that like I don't even know how people found archives to.
Right there, you just can't have. You know, you don't want to be banging on the fingers this early in the race. These cars don't handle that as well as what we see in the Xfinity Series. You get tire rubs, flat tires, loss of downforce and performance.
During the beginning of COVID, I was watching a lot of like old games, old races.
I thought he was going off track. Rick, I thought he was going off track right there. I thought he was getting shoved off because I didn't know if Christopher knew he was there.
He might have thought the same thing as he was hard on the brakes there, now following behind Christopher Bell.
You know, some of these restarts, you know, they all get single file. Just like the interstate, the guy 3 cars in front of you slows down. Well, the guy, you know, you got to slow down quicker, so somebody will just jump on in the other lane and try to pick up some spots. That's looked like what Joey's doing there. Marty, that was a 48 car.
Hey, Jeff, yeah, we've talked about keeping the drivers cool. Well, how about keeping keeping the race car cool as well. It's a bit of a concern in the 48 camp. Listen to Alex Bowman on the radio.
So you got 270 on the water. You said the brakes were getting a little soft there. Yeah, F4. We don't have any cooling we can open up, so just making sure you have your fans on. I know you do. We can open up the grill a little bit more and try to work on getting it cooler.
So there you go, Steve. 270 on the water. We're just 4 laps into this race. A concern for you?
I'm not concerned with 270. My concern, though, is as we continue to see laps of heat, dust, debris, grass fly onto the racetrack, and as that goes into the grill area, it actually sticks into the radiator. So regardless of how much you open on the nose, the radiator itself loses efficiency. So, doesn't matter how much tape you have to open, Rick. If the radiator
William Byron's led all the laps so far today. He's holding off Kyle Larson, who's just a behemoth this year. Kyle Busch up to 24th already. I wouldn't be surprised if Kyle Busch were to somehow get stage points. He posted the Phoenix 2003 race. Oh yeah, they did used to race at Phoenix. I forgot about that. All right, there's Larson to the lead, and then he's off track. All right.
Just way too deep.
I just know that most drivers would have ended up in a bad way there. Good job by Larson to save that. Do what he can with it. Marty.
Junior, what's funny is right before that he said, we're really good here. And you can see him just kind of building up his confidence as he goes along. But that was a little too deep, right, for Kyle Larson. But that's going to be the cool factor of Road America today, Junior. We're going to see drivers like Kyle Larson who are so good at road courses. Parker, they're going to learn all day. They're going to get better throughout the race. They're going to learn where the limits are, though.
Right, Marty, in the car trying to chase him down right there. Oh, as Larson gets real sideways through that kink, there is the 8 of Ty Reddick, but that is a Richard Childress Racing car.
I'm surprised that Larson's so good at road courses.
Well, they saw that issue, and you have to wonder sometimes when you see issues like that, what that might mean for the other cars in the race when that's stable. Take a listen to their radio.
Broken train there, so just be mindful on your shift. Yeah, they've had some weird stuff going on this year on the road courses, about every race.
I want to see that Phoenix race he posted.
I'm not worried.
Oh, there's the answer. They're not worried. Maybe thinking the 99 might be doing something a little bit different for their transmissions. The 8 car right now handling great for Ty Reddick. He said, I don't need any adjustments in this thing.
After running in the third spot right now is Tyler Reddick. That's the third behind him in 5th. Larson only fell back 1 spot. He was running second to Byron. Now it's Allmendinger who has that 2nd spot.
Gotten to Barron out of him. Barron's got it was a good move.
Biggest movers,
Second highest,
Kyle Busch
5.
has moved up 20 spots already. Chase Elliott has made up 12, and Austin Dillon 10 spots since the start of the race.
Well, Vegas had Chase Elliott as the favorite when you look at the odds heading into this weekend. An okay day in practice, and then in qualifying earlier today, it wasn't a lack of speed for the 9 car, it was lack of laps. It was a timed session, and twice during the timed session, he was on the racetrack, and the caution came out. He actually never really got a real qualifying lap.
That's kind of shitty.
To Chase before qualifying today, he mentioned the word rhythm. He said there is speed in rhythm. There is pace in rhythm. And
Did I know they ran at Michigan? Yeah, I did. Because there was a race where, like, a tire flew into the catch fence, or, like, into the seats, and, like, killed 3 people. And they just decided to continue racing anyway. I mean, I agree with that. I feel like if I were to die at a race, don't end the race because I died, you know? Don't ruin everyone else's fun because I died.
It's William Byron, the other Motor Motorsports driver, leading this field.
5 years ago, I told you your mattress was awful. Remember this guy? Yeah. And we're still using raw eggs, yes. Are you still sleeping on that hot, sticky memory foam mattress, or did you take my advice and buy the only mattress with the purple grid? Because the purple grid inside the purple mattress isn't like all those other mattresses using the same memory foam, which is sweltering and angry and remembers things, apparently.
For a limited time, get up to $350 off pillows, bedding, and American-made mattresses. Hey, what's that?
Bought groceries with my Credit Karma Money debit card and want to reimburse.
Dude, the people at my work are so funny now. Like,
Filled it with nachos.
They're just like screaming obscenities.
You pay back for the stuff you pay for with Instant Karma.
We get out. Fired up. Hook big ones. We get out.
They did IndyCar in Sao Paulo. Oh, that's in Brazil. Right?
What's up, Doug? Hi, Cheryl. What got into you?
At Sunoco, we know how to fuel peak performance. We've been doing it for American racing for over 50 years. Fuel your best.
And Doug.
Oh, are you using Liberty Mutual's coverage customizer tool? Sorry. Well, since you asked, it finds discounts and policy recommendations, so you only pay for what you need. Wow, you're an animal! Who's got the bird legs now?
Oh, we are doing 2-part races? Alright.
I am a season no one saw coming. Not that it's a bad thing. I am something none of you expected. And each surprise leads to one heck of a summer. Because this year, to make the playoffs, you better win, or you're not in. And one thing is for sure this season, I'm not certain what happens next. And neither are you. I am Nascar.
Fresh groceries and more. Free same-day delivery. Walmart Plus. I'm going to attempt to sit underwater for 24 hours straight because counting to 100,000 wasn't hard enough. So I put a box underwater and we filled that box with air. And my goal is to sit inside said box, which is underwater, for 24 hours, aka spend 24 hours straight underwater. As you can see, it is currently 11:26. I'm going to spend 24 hours under this. So when I come out from under this box, it should be 11:26 tomorrow. This box is underwater, which means I will have spent 24 hours underwater. For all you Jake Mullers, do not try this at home.
Provided by Xfinity, which runs a great shot as we look at the rear bumper of the 22. Look at the run. The 9 gets down to turn 1. He's going to peek out and overtake the 22 into turn 1. Unfortunate weekend for the 37 Ryan Priest. He had an accident in practice, had to go to a backup car, and then just a few laps ago had an issue with his car under braking. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but smoke coming out from underneath it. I'm not sure if this is driveline.
What happened with Priest?
That's going straight in turn 5, which connects.
Ryan Priest just went all the way off track.
7 of Ryan Priest not having as exciting of a trip to Road America as he had hoped for.
Road courses are difficult on these cars, and already we've seen Daniel Suarez, now Ryan Priest, both off of the track and back into the garage. And you see
I don't
those cars,
think
they're coming through quick.
I don't think
This is a tough course on these cars.
Yeah, we see rock-solid mechanical vehicles at most of the ovals. And to be honest, even phenomenal Rocket Sun has they found a way to get those cars to the finish line. But I think a little bit of unfamiliarity with the drivers and the shift points. And we went out on this track, Jeff. These curbs are anything but smooth.
They're very rough. You know, the curbs on the outside of the track, the curbs on the inside of the track. So as you're accelerating, you run into these curbs. That's hard on transmissions, hard on axles. On top of that, you have way more high-speed braking zones at this racetrack than you do any other place we go. So that's more pressure, and you downshift on that transmission. You have to be more precise here.
So during the Olympics, post NASCAR and IndyCar vids, is there IndyCar racing during the Olympics? Like during that Olympic break? I want to see, because if there is, I might stream a few of those races.
And staying on the, using the curbs, those things beat the tire up, beat the rear tire up, especially. So you gotta use the
I'm waiting for all 30 MLB teams to play their 81st game, because that's like exactly half of the season. And then I'm going to make a cool video. Most of the teams have, but there's a few teams that still haven't played 81 games yet.
Remember, Chase Elliott started this race 34th, and
Oh no, there's no IndyCar during the
14th right now.
during that break. It sucks. IndyCar's racing at Nashville this year. Any F1 during that?
So let's take this opportunity to make a whole lap Road America with Chase Elliott.
Nope.
You'll see.
Oh no, there is one.
Right-hander. We talked about the heavy braking zones.
Daddy better make me show it. What the fuck? IndyCar doesn't race during the Olympics break. I'll probably be streaming a few of the NBA Finals games because the Suns made it, the Bucks have made it, so now that it's like official.
One of the things I noticed about Chase is he downshifts late. He doesn't use the engine brake.
When is the NBA Finals begin?
I've typically used a lot of engine braking, really high revs to help slow the car down and stay off the brake.
Tuesday is when it starts.
Very little engine rev.
And that's easier on the components. Harder on the brakes, but easier on all the other components.
Brakes can take it as long as you keep the temperatures down with the front fans. And that's just a different style, and it's obviously working for him really well.
Look at this corner. Look how long this corner lasts. It's the carousel. Look, cars leaning the wrong way. The banking actually is the wrong way. It's off camber. Chase uses every bit of racetrack. This is the kink where we saw so many troubles in practice.
Three-quarter brake pressure.
115 miles per hour through there.
I had no idea they used the brakes in the kink this weekend.
I want food.
I think a couple drivers were the same as you.
It's just not as fast of a racetrack as it looks. And, talking to Cedric about going around the carousel, he's like, oh, it's not fast, it's slow.
I know a boy just like you. He just slick just like you. Such a fake.
Back to the throttle, but you got to brake. Slow it down. One thing I love about it, man, he turns in really late, comes across that corner in late apex and gets a good straight run off. That's going to protect that drive off on the long run as well, but that also tells you that car is turning well. When you can wait and turn later than everyone else, you're going to get a better shot off the corner.
It also shows you how good Michael McDowell's running. He's right in front of him. He's not running him down.
I was just going to say, Michael McDowell, obviously, he's had success.
How was Dairy Queen? Dairy Queen, it's a fun job so far. So yesterday was my first day, and they just let me go in whenever I wanted into the freezer and just get a popsicle on the clock. It's pretty cool. It's also pretty easy of a job. There became a point where it was like dead, so we all just like ate the messed up blizzards, like the blizzards that like weren't able to be sold. We just ate those, and then I just watched the Red Sox on my phone. It was pretty fun. Yeah, so I like it so far. It's pretty fun. And like the manager, he was like showing me some stuff, and he was like, you gotta make sure the meat's all lined up. So make sure like the cow's ass is lined up with the cow's ass. Yeah, man. People there are cool. Alright, I just ordered Burger King. Oh yeah, Burger King gave me a call last night while I was working at Dairy Queen, because I also did an interview at Burger King. So, I think they probably told me that I have the job, but I already have a job that I like better, so fuck that. Check the IndyCar playlist. Better than Chick-fil-A? Honestly, I don't know. Like, at Chick-fil-A, the people... It's just this one dude at Chick-fil-A who makes me miss it, you know? And there was just little things about Chick-fil-A that I miss. I don't know, honestly. Oh, shit, the 96.
96 goes around, and that's Ty Dillon. Looks like it's exiting the key. Stays green.
Fortunately for Ty, no damage. It doesn't appear that he's hit anything with that car.
And we're seeing pit stops, just as you had mentioned, Steve. Dave? Oh, and Tilly goes through the...
Yep, Tilly off in 78, and then we'll see if that brings a caution. He stays to the outside there, tries to keep the momentum going. Martin Truex...
Oh, shit, you added a lot.
...take advantage of this situation before the end of the stage. He'll come down for a little right front damage repair on his race car. Otherwise, it's been pretty well balanced, Marty.
And Dave, with that potential caution coming out now, everybody happy with the move that they've made to come to pit road among those Austin Cindric. This is an advantage of a team really not racing getting the win. Cindric saying his car kind of falls off the longer they run. And Kyle told me this morning, at some point we have to do something different than everything.
So Kyle Busch is not going to get stage points because he's pitting now. Damn. I'd expect Larson and Hamlin. Oh, there's a caution now.
Huge advantage for the cars that have already been to pit road for service. I was getting ready to say, if the pit stops look funny, they are.
That's going to be the end of the stage.
The driver is not next to pit lane, so the orchestration of the pit stop, the footwork, and the
Kyle Tilley is off track.
All the pit crew members have to be adjusted here. So we saw mistakes yesterday. We'll see who has the issues here. Let's take a look at what happened to the 78 and how he got
yeah, I don't know if it's better than Chick-fil-A. It's easier than Chick-fil-A. That's for damn sure. They're more patient than at Chick-fil-A. If you make a mistake, they're not going to really fucking care.
33-year-old Kyle Tilley.
They don't bitch at you.
England brings the caution out.
They don't assume that a mistake was your fault, even though it wasn't. And even if it was, they just understand that mistakes happen.
That right there, I call it the get out of jail free hook. It's optional, and you can put a strap front and rear bumper. This will allow the safety workers, instead of going out and having to open the hood and taking a lot of time, they can just hook to that and drag this car out of the sand. But you see how deep the front is. There's a great shot at it right here. With 3 laps to go, I'm not sure if we're going to see a green flag in this stage or if this will finish the stage.
This is the end of the stage, I'm assuming. You need to do the moments of motorsports that you loved as a playlist. What do you mean?
We're hearing that Austin Dillon a little too fast exiting pit road, so
oh shit, Austin Dillon has a penalty.
It's going to go away now. Just evaporating. We'll be right back with more from Road America.
A lot of people think dealing with COPD is a walk in the park. If I have something to help me breathe better, everything's fun and nice. But I still have bad days, flare-ups, which can permanently damage my lungs. My lungs need protection against flare-ups. So, it's time to get real. Because in the real world, our lungs deserve the real protection of Breztri. Breztri gives you better breathing, symptom improvement, and flare-up protection. It's the first and only COPD medicine proven to reduce flare-ups by 52%.
Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
For real protection, ask your doctor about Breztri.
I would give these to my kids if I was trying to figure out a reason to go back and get another one.
You can't act more excited.
What I mean is make a favorite motorsports races playlist. Oh, I should, yeah.
Make them believe that they're the reason we're going to.
I have a lot of like NASCAR playlists, but they're all like private.
Insurance for members like Martin, an Air Force veteran made of doing what's right, not what's easy. So when a hailstorm hit, USAA reached out before he could even inspect the damage.
That's how you do it right.
USAA insurance is made just the way Martin's family needs it.
You guys should have all came to Pocono last week with me. That would have been fun.
Because doing right by our members, that's what's right. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
This summer,
Kyle Busch won, and I went to the race. I've seen everything now. I saw Kyle Busch win in person. I can die. I could literally die at any day now, and I feel like I've seen everything I needed to see.
To celebrate our country. Road America in Wisconsin. I'm sure it'll be a good part
great party as we welcome you back. Nascar Cup Series Racing, telecast presented by T-Mobile. And what a beautiful sight here at Road America. These fans out here enjoying the weather, enjoying racing. There's brats, there's beer. It's a lot of fun for everyone involved. Milwaukee Bucks fan. What's going on?
So we had two other penalties during this pit sequence. 34 Michael McDowell and the 14 of Chase Briscoe, both driving through too many boxes. It becomes a little more difficult here. You're going backwards down pit road, essentially. Drivers on the left side of the car. So he doesn't have as good of a vision getting into his pit box as he normally would.
And another thing I think that hurts that and makes that more possible, Jeff, me and you took a lap around this track and came down pit road, and the boxes are really short.
Invite you to one of the playlists.
Cars really
I don't really. It's like it was mostly just like full races for a season. Like they're pretty much all completed already.
And right now, it's a lonely place, but it's about to pick up, Steve. They won't open pit road until the end of the stage, so they're going to make everybody go around until the green and white.
The 78 has an issue.
Stage 1. You see Kyle Tilley.
Oh yeah, he was the one who went in the grass.
He was able to
with the sand.
That gravel pit, and he's making his way back into the garage. Jack Collinsworth, he is out there enjoying some of the coolest fans in all of racing.
We have found the most prestigious mobile home winners of the Awesome Campsite Award. It's the Andrews and the family from Janesville, Wisconsin. What was it to put it over the top?
I think it's got to be our enthusiasm and the outfits. Enthusiasm and outfits.
You just couldn't stop buying anything, could you?
Not buying anything.
It's simple words to live by. Party like a patriot. Boom, y'all.
I agree. I think it was the outfits. Those are spectacular. Congratulations to them on winning that prestigious award. Look at all the campers and the cars and the fans just everywhere. 640 acres and it's packed full of fans. They're enjoying the day.
Final lap of stage 1.
The Tomorrow Warp has arrived on Prime Video.
It's not even loaded.
It's a pressurized cabin. Why would I load it in the cabin? It's the can't-miss movie of the summer. That should be fun. With jaw-dropping action. I got one! It's wildly entertaining. I'll get my coat. Chris Pratt is action hero perfection.
Looking forward to that.
The Tomorrow War, now streaming. Rated PG-13.
Jason, did you know Geico could save you hundreds on car insurance and a whole lot more?
Cool.
So what are you waiting for? Michaela Maroney to get your Frisbee off the roof?
I'll get it.
Wow.
Here you go.
Thank you, Michaela.
Dude, get it. I'm not getting it. You get it. You threw it. It's your Frisbee.
Geico. Switch today and see all the ways you could save.
Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that scroll from Cricket. Every day. Here's a comment. We stand.
Oh, Mom. Beautiful Mom.
More phone, more fun.
Soccer matches playlist. Oh, that's
Being
cool.
locked in that vault for years, we've finally done it. Dr. Pepper, 0 sugar.
They actually have. They post the full ones.
Never texted back.
Ralph?
Oh, it's perfect. Is this the guy?
The zero you deserve is finally here.
Set you free. Close your eyes, girl. Look inside you. Let the sound take you away.
What's worse, having erectile dysfunction or having to talk about it? You'd be surprised how many men I've talked to that struggle with that choice. And it's why I started Roman, because getting help shouldn't be difficult. With Roman, we've made it easy to connect with a healthcare professional online. They'll work with you to find the right treatment plan, and if prescribed, your medication will ship discreetly to your door. Simple, straightforward, and the way healthcare should be. Roman, let's take care of it.
It's time for our Carvana IndyCar update. Earlier today in Mid-Ohio, pole sitter Joseph Newgarden led 73 of 80 laps to get his and Team Penske's first victory of the season, holding off Marcus Ericsson and avoiding late race heartbreak. He has suffered the past few races on this July 4th. Mr. Seven-time Joey Johnson, Carvana and American Legion honored veterans with patches from both organizations featured on his 48 car. Pretty cool. Next race for the NTT IndyCar Series, that's the Music City Grand Prix from Nashville. That's August 8th on NBCSN. I cannot wait to see these Indy cars go over the Korean War Veterans Memorial Bridge right over Cumberland River. There are limited single-day tickets that are on sale this Tuesday. Racing, fireworks, concerts, what an exciting weekend it will be for the NTT IndyCar Series. So Rick, this is right there.
They're coming to finish the stage.
Stage one. This will be the easiest stage win for William Byron ever since the yellow came out. Did a lot of work until the yellow came out, but once the yellow came out, he's pretty much had it under control. So these cars should come around.
Steve, as long as he stays on the track, right, to take that green and white checker.
Well, you know,
he was reminded of that. When you do pit, but one more.
Mark Martin, wasn't it?
Bristol.
Xfinity race pulled in the pits.
Yeah, Cale Yarborough was going to win the race.
And I think David Green ended up winning that race.
Cale Yarborough did it. What did Kyle Petty tell us when the King won his 200th? That's right. Cale was running second, and he pitted with one to go at the Firecracker 400 in whatever year that was.
Harry Gant, I think, finished second.
Finished second because of that. Oh, yeah.
Kyle Petty knowledge get dropped.
I was going to save it because I knew that'd be like a good trivia at dinner one night, but now we've told the world, I'm sure it's going to work. Parker, we've seen a few penalties on pit road. The drivers coming
FIBA basketball? What's FIBA?
Figure out a different orchestration to the pit stop. What do you
Federation, Federal, I don't fucking know.
Reminding the drivers to only drive through two boxes or catching people do that. And here for the Ford team of Kevin Harvick, they have actually an empty stall on the other side of them. So they're telling Kevin, you can use that. You can use the exit here, but be careful coming in. And you see these crews. Yesterday we saw the A.J. Allmendinger's crew. They jumped over too early. Other times they hesitate. It's so awkward, as you know. When you change that choreography, you change your perception, how you view the car coming in. It's hard to time it. And so when you're down here and you're watching these crews, one of the most visible explanations that they're struggling is that you see them hesitate or they'll jump and then not jump. And it's really interesting to watch them try to navigate doing this from an entirely different angle.
International basketball.
Keep in mind is this pit road is uphill. I mean, clearly that's the pit road entrance, but as you get to the box where Kevin Harvick is, that is still uphill. So Kevin Harvick's got to keep his foot on the brake the entire time of this caution. If not, it'll roll off jack, it'll move backwards, slow the pit stop down. So everything's harder at this racetrack.
So it's William Byron who wins stage one. Allmendinger, Larson, Reddick, and Chastain. The top five on this 4th of July from Road America.
Man, you got a lot of playlists.
It's Byron who gets stage one.
The Open Championship has stood the test of time. Once again, Americans will begin their day watching the Open and the best in the world. The Open Championship on NBC and Golf.
Indoor soccer?
Need a new bathroom?
That sounds lame. There's an indoor soccer team in like Utica, which is like an hour away from me.
457-6911. And remember, we're the nice guys.
Dear Winner's Circle, you're my favorite destination. Getting to you is a thrill ride revved up with years of racing heritage.
Been live for an hour and 10 minutes. We just completed stage one.
See you next time around. Cheers.
Actually, that is pretty reasonable of amount of time.
With Toyota's race-inspired lineup, it's no wonder we're in the winner's circle. Toyota, let's go places.
New York's largest water theme park, Water Safari, has 3 new rides this summer. Mamba Strike, Serengeti Stampede, and Killer Manjaro's Revenge. The best watertainment anywhere. Save with Water Safari Resort stay and play packages. Get discounts on tickets and lodging at Old Forge Camping Resort. Settle in a camping cabin or cottage. Park your RV or pitch a tent. Reserve your spot today at Old Forge Camping Resort. Call 1-800-CAMPING or book online at oldforgecamping.com.
The nice guys can help keep your home cool and comfortable. Call today for your free estimate or any service needs you may have. That's Charles Sheen Air Conditioning, Plumbing and Electrical, 457-6911. And remember, we're the nice guys.
Join me weekdays for NBC3 News at 5.
The last one's interesting because they're using hockey stadiums and the boards for hockey too. Oh, that's cool.
Sonic. This is how we Sonic. And by Monster Energy. Unleash the beast. Well, you can download the official app of NASCAR and follow the action with free live scoring and car cameras and a radio broadcast. You can upgrade the premium for full access driver audio channels and a completely ad-free experience.
Is my food on its way?
To download and start a free trial.
Seems like I ordered that a long time ago.
So, the 20 of Christopher
Okay, they're
Bell
picking it up.
by the 21 of Matt DiBenedetto. You see them here, and listen to what Christopher Bell had to say.
What happened with 21? Well, he went to go protect the bottom, and then left me half a lane on the top, and braked earlier than I anticipated, so I had to go through the grass. Looked like he couldn't decide on where he wanted to be there. Yeah, he did good. He blocked the bottom and the top.
A little bit of right front damage to that fender. They'll be able to make some repairs to get the aero back on that car, but I don't know if he was going to make the corner, even if, I don't know if...
Should I make a playlist that you can add to? Like what kind of playlist?
All right, it's time for the pit crews to go to work, and we'll throw it down to Dave.
Rick, the 16 of A.J. Allmendinger, pretty decent for him, but they're going to lower the air pressures in all 4 tires to make that car more compliant for the driver. One thing they're not going to do, according to the team, is work on that helmet hose. A.J. will be asking for bags of ice and water to keep himself cool as he can this afternoon. Meanwhile, the leader, William Byron, also on pit road. The car operating very well for William. He's led the whole way, won the stage, 3rd of the season for him. No real changes to the car. So it was just a
Dude, this is a long-ass caution. When did this caution come out? Let me go back through my stream and see when this caution came out. This caution came out at 3:11. It's 3:29 now. Holy shit. NBA, NFL, MLB, F1. Oh yeah, we should make a MLB playlist of like full games.
Difficult stop though for Allmendinger. Lost 8 spots on pit road. We'll be back with a restart right after
this. This next step for me is for every kid out there with a dream. You will face challenges, but trust me, no matter what, keep pushing.
We get out, fired up, hook big ones. We get out and rip it. And we track them down. So crack a Mountain Dew. Get out and do.
They used to call me Sir Sauce back in the day.
I knew you was gonna claim
Sir
that.
Sauce a lot.
Will is the
sauciest guy they know. Well, when I used to date your saucy.
Sonic Crave Cheeseburger. You a saucy cat, man. A lot of people think dealing with COPD is a walk in the park. If I have something to help me breathe better, everything would be fun and nice. But I still have bad days, flare-ups, which can permanently damage my lungs. My lungs need protection against flare-ups. So, it's time to get real. Because in the real world, our lungs deserve the real protection of Breztree. Breztree gives you...
You made an anything MLB playlist? Alright, I'll add to that, definitely.
First and only COPD medicine proven to reduce flare-ups by 52%.
Breztree won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before...
I know the first thing I'm going to add to that playlist.
Breztree may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
For real protection, ask your doctor about Breztree.
Oh, you already added it. That was the first thing.
Where kids of all ages are welcome. Where everyone can come together and simply enjoy the passion, the spectacle, the speed, and the sound. This could be for the win right here. I'm where we're all reminded why we fell in love with this sport to begin with, and why it's like nothing else in the world. Experience a NASCAR race this summer. Get your tickets at NASCAR.com/tickets.
An historic place right here in Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin, back in 1956. NASCAR running for the first time. Tim Flock got that first win. It was actually a rainy day when he was able to outdo the competition. Look back on 1956 and what was going on. How about the first commercial videotape recorder was introduced? Peacock for NBC made its debut. President Eisenhower, the interstate highway system signed into existence. Of course, Tim Flock won the race. Elvis Presley's first appearance on the Ed Sullivan Show. Don Larson throwing a perfect game in the World Series in October. And then the Summer Olympics in November. Yeah, but it was down under in Melbourne, Australia. And how about a few drivers that celebrated, well, 1956 as the year they were born? Rusty Wallace, Ricky Rudd, Terry Labonte, and DJ.
Stack your talent right there.
Yes, it was.
So we talked about strategies and opportunities, and the risk-reward of pitting before the end of the stage. The reward was transmission. The risk was you're going to have a couple laps on your tires. Hard. Well,
Is my food ever going to come?
Truex, Cindric, Matty D, Kyle Busch, they all pitted for that risk-reward, but then the caution so they have no relapse on their tires. Still have fresh tires. Kyle Busch was 16th when this whole cycle started. Here he is in the second row. This could, all the way back at stage one could be what changes the whole complexion of the race.
You will love this playlist when it's finished. Oh, I know I will. Alright, back green. Here we go. Finally. 22-minute caution period.
Truex will defend here, but Cindric outbreaks it into turn one. 3 wide.
Cindric on the inside, and Cindric takes the lead away.
Impressive corner by Matt Benedetto and Austin to get through. They passed one of the guys that's dominated at the road courses along with Chase Elliott over the past several years. Martin Truex Jr. now under fire from his teammate, Kyle Busch. William Byron back there trying to make his way through. Look at Kyle Busch into third place here. Truex from first to fourth in just a few corners on this lap.
Maybe breaking there for Eric Almirola. And at number 10, looked like he was going to go off track, but able to keep it going the right direction.
Now, Truex pulling away from these guys, bringing the fight back to Kyle Busch in these few corners here.
Bubba Wallace able to clear that 10, but he holds on to the 5th position.
William Byron's making a lot of ground here on this restart. Did a great job. One of the first cars that came to pit road now, climbing back through the ranks.
Oh, finally it's on the way.
So Austin Cindric with impressive braking into turn number 1 and taking over the top spot, Marty.
Well, what an outstanding move from Austin
Austin Cindric, and Jeff, you know this in the Xfinity car.
Wait, can I add to this or no?
As we watch this three-wide pass to take the lead from the second row on the restart, just impressive outbreaking of everybody in the entire field to get the lead after restarting a little further back.
Doesn't say I can add to it.
Third position rather, but Austin told me, you know, in the Xfinity car, I can lean on people with a car. I can't do that in this Cup car. That's something I have to talk to myself through all day long. There he took every inch of the road, Jeff, but he didn't make contact with anyone, something he had to have in mind today in the Cup Series.
It was amazing how far he was able to outbrake Martin Truex.
I can?
It was like 3 car lengths into turn 1, but Matty D is bringing it to Austin Cindric. Kyle Busch trying to run him down. It's going to be
And no, I can't.
Austin Cindric. You're going to have to beat him on corner exit.
Man, Matt DiBenedetto is really rocketing out of turn 1. Let's see how he does here down in turn 3. Up to the back bumper, a little contact. Getting Cindric a look in the mirror.
Well, think about the situation with these two drivers, right? The rumors are Brad Keselowski leaving Team Penske. If that is true, the 2 opens up. The 21 of Matt DiBenedetto. This is a 1-year contract for Matt DiBenedetto. You know, perhaps Austin Cindric, well, we know he's moving up. We just don't know what car he's going to go into. So there's a, you know, interesting background between these two drivers.
Fuck Cindric.
As Matt DiBenedetto looks strong in that yellow Lance 21. Part of the reason is because of the conversations they had after Sonoma. Matt felt like the car just wasn't where it should be. And admittedly,
Cindric is leading right now, which is just painful.
on this car, it was kind of an afterthought. A short track car turned into a road course car that really hadn't had a lot of time spent on it by the team. Matt said the team went to work, and when they went to practice yesterday, he said, I could feel the difference immediately. Guys, you know, that gives a driver confidence, and he can go to work.
Yeah, you got to have a car you believe in for sure. Well, Kyle Busch closed in turn 5 a little while ago, but since then, they drove away from him a little bit.
Try again? Alright, hold up.
Check out the Toyota driver update. Kyle Busch back there in third, but this battle will take precedence right now.
Continue to fight it out, and we see that 21 of Matt DiBenedetto not letting Austin Cindric even catch a breath. Everywhere around this track, he is attacking, almost contact there, right to the back bumper of Cindric. Matt DiBenedetto running this road course hard.
See the draft helped him a little bit. Close back in.
Yeah, I can't add to it.
Slow him straight away.
Here's to the inside, making sure Austin Cindric has to think about him.
You didn't do that collaborate thing.
He's going for it right here. He's going to show him the nose. He's going to try to get it inside. Cinder's going to run.
Damn, we got a battle for the lead right here.
Maybe a little contact there between them two.
While they're doing this, side by side, here comes Kyle Busch.
Yeah, you see the fender damage on
Let's
the
go.
left front.
Let's go. Come on.
A little bit of damage on the left front of that 21 car.
It's a left-hander there approaching. Both of them in the corner so deep. Oh, Matty D going to try to cross him over to set him up for the left-hander up the hill.
What a great turn by Matt DiBenedetto, and he takes the lead at Road America.
Austin Cindric's not done with this fight. Now he's trying to do the same thing. Matty D's got the preferred lane, though.
Yeah, well, I can't add to it, so I don't know.
Here when you drive balance of the lead, all clear.
Two Mustangs fighting it out for the top 2 spots, and then right behind them, that Toyota of Kyle Busch. He was able to close the gap. Now we'll see if he can do anything with.
Yeah, that was the one.
Cindric.
With NASCAR's increased footprint at the road courses across their schedule, your performance at tracks like this, Jeff, and Dale, I think improve your resume to owners more than perhaps anything, right? You now know there are 5 to 6 different road courses in the regular season, plus one in the playoffs. If you prove like Matty D is doing right here that you can lead laps and potentially win in a road course, I think you look better to an owner.
I just ordered from Burger King after they hired me, and I didn't even fucking take their job. Sorry, your job doesn't sound as nice as Dairy Queen.
Jeff, you led to it earlier, but let's take another look at the Toyota driver update with Kyle Busch currently in the 3rd into the second row on the restart, and now running in the third position. Fighting for that second spot with Austin Cindric.
That little fade to the inside on the straightaways is nothing more than just kind of getting that guy's head in front of you. Get a little bit more air on the brakes in that deep braking zone. You're not trying to make a move. You're not attempting to make a move to pass. Just kind of being annoying. A little bit of a shift issue right there for the 33, and that's going to allow Kyle to gain quite a bit of ground here.
Gets to the inside, and can he complete the pass?
I don't fucking know.
Down low, and Kyle not able to
It's not a big deal. All right, my food's here. I want my food.
19. 24 of Williams Byron in the top 5. Now, Matt DiBenedetto starts to stretch it out a little bit here in Road America. NASCAR Cup Series from Road America telecast presented by T-Mobile.
I'm really nervous. I don't know what I should wear. Just wear something not too crazy. Remember, it's a business dinner, not a costume party.
On the Spotty Network, this is what she heard.
Just wear something crazy. Remember, it's a costume party.
Don't trust first impressions to just any network. Go with T-Mobile, the crown jewel of 5G.
Anybody want to split a turkey leg?
Work. It's what drives the economy and keeps our country humming. American workers in American factories design, engineer, and manufacture high-quality products right here on our shores. At Weathertech, we've been doing it for decades, building all our factories and providing great jobs right here at home. We're proud to say when you look at a Weathertech store line, Agawam, or even a software, the answer will always be
I wonder if they spit in my food.
USAA insurance for members like Martin, an Air Force veteran made of doing what's right, not what's easy. So when a hailstorm hit, USAA reached out before he could even inspect the damage.
That's how you do it right.
USAA insurance is made just the way Martin's family needs it. With hassle-free claims, he got paid before his neighbor even got started. Because doing right by our members, that's what's right. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
Stepsister, so I'm chilling
There are
today.
better known tractors in the world than Coyote. Ones with bigger names, longer history, more popular songs, deep voices. But there's not a single tractor ever been built that's better equipped to do the dirty work.
Don't forget to wrap it up.
So we'll let the others keep their squeaky clean energy. And we'll focus on what really matters.
Go. Oh, he saved that.
Potentially with his brakes fading just a bit, and it was evident as he was entering turn 5.
This is that hard left-hander downhill. Just couldn't like he needed to. Kind of hung a right to keep running to the back of Chase Elliott. And then right here's Steve. Hope he didn't get damaged right there.
Yeah, that big drop into the gravel. While he doesn't get stuck, you just don't know. But the radiator ductwork, once again, he takes a big chunk out of the grass, the splitter, the radiator pan. There's a lot of important components underneath the nose of that car.
This is what it looked like from Chase Elliott's perspective.
Wow, look at those replays. noise of Denny Hamlin and his off-track excursion there. Hey, Burton, if I told you you had brake fade and you were having wheel hop, what would you say if you were behind the wheel of that 11 car?
Help me. I don't know how you're going to help me, but please help me, because that is the worst of the two things. Brake fade and wheel hop, Marty.
That's not good, and I think they may be coming down pit road here in a moment to just check out the car for Denny Hamlin. Obviously, they've lost all this track position now, and they're debating on whether or not they should just pit here.
Yeah, his brake ducts are full of grass. He's going to have to come pit road to get that off right away. Be able to get some cool air back to those brakes before they have any serious issues and cook the brake fluid. But
the problem is, you know, if you have brake fade, that means that your brakes are not...
Where the brakes, if they start the fade, will have to come. If they start the fade, will have to come.
It doesn't have the friction that you want. It won't slow the car down. So then you tend to want to put, you know, more brake. You got an adjuster in there, right? You can put more brake to the rear, but you got wheel hop. You already got too much rear brake in it. So it's hard to get out of this situation.
the crew chief of the team, they're looking at the exact same thing we are right there. They see all that grass. I think, if, you know, Steve, if you're on that pit box and you see what we just saw, you're going to bring the pit road right away. Do you think?
Yeah, because the other issue is if you get the brakes too hot, even if, you know, he could slow down and manage the lap time, you can damage the system, or even after you cool them off, they never return to as good as they once were. So this is not a day-ender by any means for the 11 if they can come in and get the cooling corrected and he can manage it to the finish. The question is, what other mistakes could be made by the driver, or what permanent damage could be done to the car, Marty?
And Steve, right now, Chris Gabehart has made the call to leave him out on the racetrack. So he said, you heard the radio a moment ago, that was live. He said, if the brakes fade worse, then we'll come down pit road. But with 8 to go in the stage, I think they're hoping right now Hamlin, who sits in 15th, just 15 seconds behind the leader, just, hey, hang here, keep as much track position as you can, limp it through the end of the stage, and then we'll come. But we'll only come if we have to.
And even if they don't get to the end of the stage, give me 5 more laps, 2 to go in the stage, and we're going to see another wave of pit stops like we saw in stage 1.
Oh, Brad.
Keselowski, who's really had a bit of a struggle today. Backwards, I think that's turn 14. Running 25th, if you can believe it. That's just amazing. Brad Keselowski back at 25th. Let's see how it happened.
He was inside of McDowell and
no contact. I think that might be a turn 1.
That's... Oh, well, that wasn't the incident. That was
it doesn't matter how you do it. If you've got the greatest combination of spices in your hand, flame and flavor is all you need.
That stuff must be so cool to watch up close.
That particular race, but in a rough one, this weekend, Brad. I'm giving you that because the next one that's gone through was missed meaning. Transition doesn't even make sense. Yeah, had to better down the lead. That's where it pushed him, so that would push Kurt Busch below that cut line. I just think that, you know, you stay out and get these points if you're Matt. I mean, that his race, though, he's 21st in points, so he needs points. Doesn't need just great finishes. He needs these state points. And sitting right here when I put the grab 10, but he was on a different strategy, pitting early for stage 1. What if he do that?
I understand where your head's at, exactly right. 60 points behind the cut line. So is he points racing into the playoffs, or does his crew chief say, you know what, let's pit before the end of the stage, keep this track position because a win automatically moves us into the playoffs. So that is a tough decision. And it's going to be even tougher because other cars are going to come to pit road and you know you're going to lose a position to every one of those.
I think you got the same position with the race. I don't know you can come. Oh, look at this right here on the outside. Matty B, round the inside.
Those drift videos are fucking awesome. Fuck you, Syndic. Suck my dick.
Kyle Busch is going to fall to 33 through.
That might make that decision to come to pit road early in the stage a little easier for Matt Benedetto. But you heard Cindric downshifting, really using the revs. It's the complete opposite of how we hear Chase Elliott driving the car. Cindric is using that engine braking of those revs to help slow the car down, using less brakes.
You know, Dale, we talk about
Lockup right there. Big lockup. Way off course.
Oh boy.
No damage though. Can Kyle Busch take advantage of it? Side by side.
From last to first, Kyle Busch is going to make the pass.
Oh, he gives him a little bit of room here. And more of a lockup. Man, Cindric is...
Kyle to the lead. Let's go. Yeah, fuck you, Cindric.
Struggling now is the 33 of Austin Cindric.
Yeah, looks like the right front.
Take that, bitch.
Maybe more out. Oh, he's got a spin.
Oh!
Something's definitely a miss on this car. He almost spun around like he had an
Haha, fuck you, Cindric. You spinner, spin, spinny, spin, spin. Spin me right round, baby, right round.
Either Will Hobbs, he broke an axle, or he broke the axle out on that runoff, which is very rough. It's as rough as the interior curbs.
Yeah, because if you broke an axle or something in the gear, it's not just stepping on the gas that it affects it. It's also when you go to downshift, it's going to make a big difference on the descent.
He has drive, so that makes me think he might have broken an axle. Looks like he got in here way too deep. And the wheel hop might have broken.
Or he got in there too deep because he was having a problem. It's hard to know which it is.
But to your point,
Well, it's spun both tires leaving the corner. Right there, you can see tire marks laid off of both rear tires, so I don't think the axle was broken at that point.
you're killing my strategies, Jeff. You're killing my plan here. I don't know. You're right. Let's listen in.
He wouldn't have been able to accelerate like that with an axle broken at that point.
Right. Agreed.
See, right here, he's got good acceleration. There it's broken. Yep, there it broke.
He said he thinks it might be the left rear shaft, is what he's saying right now. So trying to diagnose it while he's trying to come to pit road, while the team figures out if they can fix it on pit road. Also, by the way, Denny Hamlin will pit this lap as Austin Cindric tries to make his way here to pit road.
So eventful day already for Austin Cindric.
The left side. Here. What are you going to say about it? Okay, we're not changing tires right away. We're going to go over. Jack it up. And check the left side stretch. Look underneath, make sure your shocks are hooked up. 3, 5, 4, 3, 2.
So they're going to jack it up to see if the shocks are hooked up. They think perhaps it's a suspension item. I thought they were going to try to turn the rear tires to see if it was a driveline issue.
Shocks hooked up, Steve. That's what they're trying to figure out that it's the axle.
Yeah, so he's pushing the right rear. You're going to see if the rear ratchet. Go to the other side, they're going to spin that tire, and you should be able to hear the ratchet in the rear gear. Connected as well. So now, unfortunately, sounds like the track.
The left rear was spinning, leaving hard, under acceleration.
That's what I saw. I saw it.
Take it in the garage. Front porch stand in the garage.
Unfortunate.
Either way, it's going to be the end of the day for Austin Cindric, or at least the end of the day of having any sort of chance to win this race. With the 5 to go in this stage, I think we're going to see strategy kind of open up here. A lot of guys are going to come to pit road the next 2 or 3 laps. But Austin Cindric, he had the pace, just couldn't quite get it all the way to the finish.
Led 2 laps today. Will Byron has led 15 laps. Matt Benedetto was up front to 5. Kyle Busch has led. Mark Truex Jr. has led.
Look at this battle right here.
Oh boy.
Got into that dirt mound before the wall. Let's see if he can keep it going.
See, his splitter's going to be dug into the grass right here. Might be waiting on cars to go by, but I don't think he'll be able to move.
Looks like he got off track and was trying to get back on track.
There he's
Trying to plow dirt, and he's going to put a lot of dirt out on the track.
That'll probably have to be a caution.
As well.
Yeah, that's going to be a caution.
Meanwhile, this car, Matt Benedetto, has issues. He radioed into his crew that something is not right. Now his diagnosis is maybe a tire that is damaged. He asked how many laps to the end of the stage. They told him 4. He goes, it's not going to make it that long. So we'll see if they bring Matt to pit road early to take care of that. They're talking about pitting this time. You hear the radio.
If I'm a crew chief and seeing all this, I'm having a stern conversation with my driver. We aren't even halfway. Guys, we got to finish this race. It's 4 miles. Lots of area around 4 miles of racetrack. Curbing, grass, damage. Let's take another look at this. The 7 gets wide, I think, Jeff, and then tries to rejoin.
Yeah, he's way off track and just tries to come back on track and contact. I think that's Austin Dillon.
Yeah. He's like, man, I'm here. That was hard contact between those two cars. I know it's damaged the right front of the 7, but you have to wonder what it might have done to the 3. Oh, gosh, hit him right in the wheel, right behind the left front tire.
You know, what do you do? Austin can't get out of the way. You got to get back on the track.
Yeah, man, I think if you're Corey, you gotta lift.
Well,
Make sure you have him.
The fuck is that sound?
I mean, you can't just force the guy over. Coming in. You've already missed the corner.
All right, so here's Matty D. He was complaining about thinks he has a tire problem, but needing to keep this track position. Look at Chase Elliott taking the fight to Kyle Larson.
Driver side by side, Kyle Larson, and the 9 of Chase Elliott gets by. You see the hand going out for DiBenedetto, letting them know he's coming to pit road.
Look at it, 42 diving to the inside of Kyle Larson here through this corner. Has to give up that position, but
so make a note of that. Kyle Larson falling off at the end of this.
What the fuck is that sound going on outside my house right now?
Chase, I'm coming there with you.
Don't slow down. Here we come. And they get to the commitment line and then to the speed line. Dave?
Strategy move by the 9 team to bring Chase Elliott in. 5th place, Matt DiBenedetto comes in the 21, led 5 laps today. That car very sporty. They'll both get service for.
It's either a shooting or there's fireworks.
And give them strategy options moving forward. But mainly DiBenedetto's team.
There's either a shooting going on outside my house right now, or there's fireworks going on outside my house right now. Forgot to like the win, Val. Forgot to like the live stream.
Chase Elliott and Matt DiBenedetto finishing up. There's Tom Hamlin coming down pit road. Also Alex Bowman. You see him flash through the side of the screen there.
Wait, I'm gonna turn this down. If it happens again, let me know if you guys can hear that. Yeah, you hear that? Did you guys hear that? The hell is that?
Pit road, any driver that stays on the racetrack is going to have a good chance of scoring points in the stage. We're going to lose a lot of track position when the caution comes out and they decide to come to pit road.
A lot of cars on pit road just now as they're coming off the pit road. It's Kyle Busch who's still out front, has a 1.2-second lead over teammate Martin Truex Jr.
Did you guys hear that?
I was going to just ask you, Jeff, the 18th perhaps could come to pit road as the leader and get to the commitment line before they close pit lane. I'm not sure if he's going to or not.
4th of July means fireworks, yeah, but like it's not dark yet.
I think I would.
Oh, we have a tire carcass right there. Looks like it's offline enough.
Coming this time. A lot of penalties for driving through 2 boxes in and out.
Right here. He's going to take a hard right-hand corner, get up the hill. He has to get to the yellow line at the top of the hill. Truex is following him, and Reddick says, no, then I'll stay out and take the stage win. There you go. They both made the commitment line before the leader got to start finish, Dave.
It's a good recovery for Martin Truex Jr. after practice on day 1. He said, what am I doing? Talked to crew chief James Small, said I need to go back and look at all the data, figure out what I'm doing. Did so, and we showed up for qualifying today, was a much better man, according to James Small, the crew chief. He qualified in the top 10, was running 9th, and Marty now is coming down for 4 tires and fuel.
Yeah, Kyle Busch making his way all the way down to pit stall number 1, Dave. Car's been pretty good, especially early in a run. It kind of fades as they run later. It gets a little too loose for Kyle Busch. Ben Bayshore making the call to come down for the 4 fresh Goodyear tires here as the stage starts to come to an end in stage 2. Picking up track position, they hope. We'll see where he cycles out with all of those other cars. But when that whole host of cars pitted earlier, kind of made them come to pit road as well. Teammate Truex, though, beats him off of pit road here.
All right, so you mentioned points first position. The one of Kurt Busch, he's another one of those drivers that came in right around the playoff bubble, only 3 points above the cut line. He stayed on the racetrack.
Odd, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Position. That's a lot of points if he could hold off Larson, maybe even try to go get his teammate in the 42. Impressive the stage.
Impressive pace. Oh, he's off the track.
Oh shit, Kurt off track.
Just as quickly as you said it, and now a lot of grass, but obviously when the caution comes out here in 2 laps, you'll be able to clean that up. But unfortunate for Kurt Busch.
Man, I bet
They only cost him one spot. Right now, it's only one spot, and they're going to pit and be able to get the grill cleaned off. So he'll be okay to make this amount of laps.
Just impressive, though, the pace that this one car has. His teammate Chastain is flying as well. Both of them driving by Kyle Larson. I thought this car was going into the wall, or he's, at least suffer some type of damage. So, heck of a save, but Kurt.
Well, a little bit of mistake about the one, but we hear the 19. Too fast entering.
Ha! Fuck you, Truex.
With a penalty.
The penalty has hit a few different drivers today. This time it was Martin Truex Jr. And still that grass all over the grill, Dave.
And he was
Take that, you bitch.
This race car, Rick, radioed into the team. Our strengths are straightaway speed, braking is fine. We just need to make it turn a little bit better on the right-handers. And you know, there's a lot of them here, including one big right-hander, the carousel. That one goes on forever. So they'll come in soon. He'll be watching the temperatures until he gets that grass off the grill.
Not sure he's done trying to chase the 5 back down. He might be thinking, maybe I get 1 point back.
Well, we talk about, how Denny Hamlin was the fastest car on the track, running some great laps. Anytime you close up those grill openings and stuff like that, you're going to be, it's like qualifying. You're going to add some downforce, add some pace in the car. As long as the brakes don't get hot, you'll be able to get into the corner deeper, run down the straightaway faster.
Talk about points, Steve. How about this car, the 8 car?
Reddick's going to win stage 2, it looks like.
Well, staying on track to get those 10 points.
Reddick leading his first career lap on the road course.
I was a little surprised the car in second place, William Byron, didn't pit before the end of the stage because he had, he won that first stage, which I love to call win the stage, but then they haven't really cycled back to the front. I thought this was the stage they would throw away, but they're going to go for some points, stay on the racetrack in second.
Hey guys, look who's going to get stage points even though they pitted Kyle Busch sitting in 10th. They told him, hey, take it easy. The 19 had that penalty, so you just take care of those tires for this third stage.
Well, I'm looking at some lap times for some guys that pitted and just sitting there trying to save tires. Like, some of these guys are creeping around the racetrack because they're going to line up in front of everybody that pits, so they're trying to just save the tire the best they can.
And Jeff, just to add on to Steve's points, we watched Tyler Reddick here come to the final lap of this stage, and he finished third in the first stage, and he was actually able to pass Byron and Larson when we went from that last restart at the end of stage 1. So this 8 car is really fast. They made very little adjustments as he comes to the end here. He's been very happy with it. I think this is a car that they all know they have to go beat if they want to win this race.
And he'll be coming up to the green and white checker. So Tyler Reddick grabbing his second career stage win.
So Reddick wins the stage.
Comes at Road America.
Still another 45 seconds for the caution, though, because...
That'll be a playoff point that he's earned as well. William Byron, the winner of stage 1, finished second in stage 2. Ross Chastain, Kyle Larson, and Kurt Busch round out the top 5. Great racing both on and off track here at Road America. This time it's Tyler Reddick who gets the win in stage 2.
You see the baby?
Yeah. How can we see her so clearly from here?
Oh, you found your dad's baby blanket.
How can I find almost anything?
You see that? Look at this one.
Hey, how did you make that book so fast?
Hi, Algie. Good night.
Whoa. How did our friend get so smart?
You can do better. Let's go get a freshly made footlong from Subway. Thanks, Tony. Thank you.
Choose better, be better. And now save when you order in the app.
Subway, eat fresh.
Hey, what's that?
Bought groceries with my Credit Karma Money debit card and want a reimbursement. So I bought myself this trophy.
And filled it with nachos. Don't say it.
Nacho trophy.
Get paid back for the stuff you pay for with Instant Karma.
Today tastes like it's all fired up. Not like it's cooling down. Tastes like open air and closed eyes.
I want to play Monopoly with real money.
And it never tasted this good.
The most decorated female track star in U.S. Olympic history. Her life was in control, running for country, running for medals. Then, Cameron was born, and Allison's world changed in an instant. Her daughter was fighting for her life. All she cared about was Cameron's survival. Her daughter is better now, and now Allison runs for more than medals. Inspired by her daughter, she knows it's about the fight to keep going, no matter the odds.
NASCAR Cup Series from Road America. This telecast presented by T-Mobile. Fans enjoying a beautiful 4th of July here from Road America. Great shots from up above this park area. Aerial coverage brought to you by Geico. Dave.
Rick, there's a lot of things at Road America, as beautiful as it is, that can abuse Goodyear tires. And when Matt DiBenedetto said that his tire would not go another 3 or 4 laps, he was right. This is the chunking that occurred on the left front of the 21 car. Hard to tell exactly how it got started. That one was not going to last. They pitted early under green and will rejoin in front of a lot of the guys who are going to pit now.
Willing to wager that damage started with it sliding across the pavement under braking, if that was the left front. Maybe not, but you know, a little flat spot can look like a blister after running laps.
See the 51 of Cody Ware going up there passing the pace car. He'll get the free pass, so he'll go all the way around the racetrack.
Yeah, pit road's closed, guys. They said the field is too strong. I think all the teams were ready to come down pit road there, Steve.
Good thing no one didn't. That's an easy way to have a penalty, right? I mean, you just assume it's going to be open when you come off turn 14. You know, just take a right-hand turn and don't listen or look at the light. So a lot of the leaders paying attention. That would have been an easy penalty to see.
So, because the field spread out so far, they keep pit road closed and go around one more time before they'll come to the attention of their crew. Great outfits.
Boss Baby is in theaters. Let's roll. And streaming only on Peacock now.
Is this some kind of a ninja boy band?
The Boss Baby Family Business, rated PG. Now streaming only on Peacock. Go to bossbabymovie.com.
We're going to do something we've never, ever done on the show before. We are all going to give you something special.
You've always dreamed of owning your own land. Working it too. Make it perfect, you need just the right tractor. GC 1700 Series compact tractors from Massey Ferguson. Easier to operate and more versatile than ever. For any job. You're living your dream. Now you can drive it too. Visit your Massey Ferguson dealer today.
Visit C&Y Farm Supply in Cortland to see the full line of Massey Ferguson equipment.
It finally happened. He called me, left his name and number. I called back. He answered. And I have to say, Mr. Livingstone, I presume? We worked together every week on Zoom and explored the dark side of the insurance business and won. Mr. Livingstone was awarded the maximum. Injured? Call me, Joe Stanley. And keep in mind, when we work together, we win.
July from NBC3. NASCAR on NBC is brought to you by Credit One Bank.
A link.
NASCAR.
What's this link?
Coca-Cola.
A link.
Together tastes better.
I am on a mission, reading books for ammunition. Mind unlocked and loaded, potent, explosive. Tell me what you know, wanna know it all. Be the kind of warrior to make an empire fall. Knowledge is power, and I hear it call me. Singing.
Looked very impressive to start this
I'm in a really weird place at work right now, but I still love it. So over the past like 3.5, 4 months, this entire journey on YouTube and TikTok is kind of skyrocketed, and I'm so thankful for that. You guys already know, like you made my life like 100 times better. So personally, I thank you for it. But it's really made work very interesting. Also, we are so close to 2 million subscribers, and my 2 million subscriber is gonna get a nice surprise. So make sure you subscribe. But yeah, at work now, it's just kind of feels different. So when I first started in Subway, it was always dead. I'm not gonna lie. Like we don't have a Subway and a Walmart or Target, so we would literally not have more than like 1 or 2 customers at a time. But as of recent, our store's been getting packed, especially during lunch rushes.
I've been overwhelmed this week trying to figure out, what gear I need to be in each car.
Oh, they won. The College World Series is over.
I left myself low expectations for today. I know, we were fast in qualifying and had a lot of positives, but just tried to keep the brakes on it throughout the day. Felt like we had long run speed, and I think that was going to really pay off for us and give us ourselves a best chance to win the race. But overall, thankful for Pertec for performance.
I don't know why there wasn't audio, but that's cool.
We got one more race in the 33 car and hope to make the most of it.
And Rick, I don't think that's the last we're going to see of Austin Cindric battling for the lead in the Cup Series. Of course, he'll be here full time next year.
Yeah, I agree. The young man, so much poise, and obviously unfortunate the way it ended for him, but takes the positives. He got to race against the best, and he was showing them that he could be one of the best.
Well, you think about it. He had an opportunity to win the race yesterday. The Xfinity race was fast, got in a late race caution. A wreck wasn't his fault. And today, had a chance to win this race and had a mechanical failure. So, put yourself in position. It's not always going to work out, but he did that on both days.
The field needs to bunch up again, as NASCAR had said they were too strung out when they came to pit road the last time. So now this time by, we will see pit road open up for them, and teams being able to take advantage of an open pit road now. You see them diving to the right. Tyler Reddick will lead a long line of cars up the hill and to the attention of their crews.
As you said, Tyler Reddick got his first stage win of the year here in the 8 car. The team reminding him, do not pull into the box early, do not go through too many boxes. They've been nabbing drivers for doing that. Do not speed. The risk is not worth the reward. He's been very happy in that car. Just had air pressure adjustments. He's going to do the same air pressure adjustments now. 4 Goodyear tires, Sunoco fuel, Dave.
Parker, when I talked to Ross Chastain this morning, he said, I feel like I have a car that I can contend with anyone today. And he's showing that, running third when he pitted for Goodyear tires. He said he just wanted a little tape taken off the front because he knows he's going to be in the back of the pack. That for handling and brake cooling. Meanwhile, William Byron on the right-handers, a bit too free. Doesn't feel like he can put the right rear into the track.
Another link.
Hey, Dave, with so many playoff points in the bank, you might wonder why Kyle Larson didn't short pit that stage. Cliff Daniels said, I just felt like our long run speed has not been good enough today to do that. So they ran the stage out. He said, very well. That was Larson. At the end of that run, just no overall grip. The crew delivered for them of those who pitted. You see that, Rick? They won the race off pit road.
Important for Kyle Larson. He'll have the freshest tires and be back out on the racetrack. Kyle Busch, coming before the caution came out for the end of stage 2, is going to be starting up front. It's been a wild day already, and Steve, you mentioned just moments ago, we haven't even got to halfway of this one, so we're closing in on that, and we'll come back for the restart and the start of stage 3.
Only 6% of U.S. retail businesses have a Black owner. That needs to change. So I did something. I created a Black Business Accelerator at Amazon. And now we have a program that's dedicated to making tomorrow a better day for Black businesses. I Tiffany, and this is just the beginning.
Hey, new toy?
Bought it with my Credit Karma Money debit card and won a reimbursement. With all the money I saved, I'm gonna buy
A new TV?
a new TV.
Get paid back for the stuff you pay for with Instant Karma.
Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone from Cricket.
More links.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom, you have a cool mom.
Can't believe this is your life right now? You're still winning when you wake up with Thomas's.
A lot of people think dealing with COPD is walk in the park. If I have something to help you breathe better, everything would be fine. But I still have bad days. With some permanent embarrassment, my life needs protection against flare-ups. So, it's time to get real. Because in a real world, our lives deserve the real protection of flare-ups. Real Street gives you better breathing, symptom treatment, and it's the first and only COPD medicine proven to reduce flare-ups by 52%.
Breakthrough won't replace the rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Call your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breakthrough more than prescribed. Breakthrough may increase the risk of stroke, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsening breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
For real protection, ask your doctor about Breakthrough.
At 18, she won her first Olympic medal. At 30, she won her ninth. This year, she'll go for her first gold as a mom.
The American Century Championship is back with a star-studded event from Lake Tahoe, Charles Barkley, Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, and last year's winner Marty Fish. The American Century Championship on NBC and NBCSN.
Man, I love Kyle Busch as a rage.
And what a great sight, a go-kart track inside of Road America here. Playoff push continuing for the Nascar Cup Series. It continues actually next Sunday at Atlanta Motor Speedway. That race coverage beginning at 3:30 p.m. Eastern on NBCSN. Kyle Larson led 269 laps back in the spring, and Ryan Blaney ended up winning that race. So we'll see if he can sweep Atlanta when we go back next week. Look at the crowd there on the hill getting ready for this restart. Kyle Busch and Chase Elliott making up row one.
All right, going back green here.
Pit road all the way back
Halfway.
Didn't handle a little bit of a shove there for Chase Elliott, but a rocket of a start for the 18 of Kyle Busch. Benedetto's going to slide into second. Chase Elliott third. Fight for fourth is on.
19 of Mark Truex Jr. who pitted before the caution. Like Kyle Busch, remember, he was nabbed for speeding, so he started basically all the way at the back of the field.
You see at the bottom of the screen, Kyle Larson, one of the first cars with new tires, pitted during that stage break, trying to work his way back toward the front.
Further running in the fifth spot, the 14 of Chase Briscoe, running for Rookie of the Year this year for Stewart-Haas Racing.
I think Chase is a pretty good road racer. Had good speed in practice. See if this track position can help him out.
Remember, Jason told us that he got so much help working with Austin Cindric when they were teammates in the Ford camp. Austin Cindric taught him how to road race, taught him how to brake.
Another driver that Jeff, you thought would have a good day right behind him, Alex Bowman, 48. Now some track position, see what they can do with that.
Larson all the way up to 13th. That's a lot of cars in a half a lap on a road course. From 18th to 13th. Good job by Larson.
So Matt Benedetto had great pace on this second stage. You see already he's on the back of this 18 car, pushing hard.
carousel and through the kink, and so now Benedetto once again trying to take the lead away. And this time he gets it from Kyle Busch.
He has a good old pace early, and we know he had that tire issue late in the run. If he can protect those tires and not have that issue again, will the pace stay with this 21 car throughout this remainder of the event? Let's listen to some radio from Matt.
My front tire wasn't anything you did. Was a tire issue, manufacturing issue. So don't change anything inside the car.
There you go. Yeah.
Matty D has the lead right now. That's pretty cool. I mean, Kyle's in second. I would like for that to...
Well done by the crew chief of the team, letting him know.
I'd like for Kyle Busch to take the lead.
I was like, well, maybe don't run quite as hard early in this run, but that communication right there was go get you some.
He's got really good pace and comes in here outside the cutoff for the playoffs. So you know, obviously a win would be massive for this team, man.
Sorry, I had to make a call real quick.
Do you give up track position later in the race or not?
Take a look at today's Xfinity fastest laps. Right now, it's the top five. Benedetto, Kyle Busch, Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin, and Chase Briscoe.
Dave, how about Chase Briscoe on that white number 14 Mustang, maybe catching a little bit of dirt right there, coming through the kink. Chase told me this morning, this is the best car I've ever had here. I said, why 12 by 31st? He said, well, twice I was on good laps qualifying this race car when the caution came out or the red came out. Those laps are nullified by rule, and so he didn't have a good lap in the 14. He said, I've never felt better about a race car here, and I should be good today. He is.
Really the same thing we saw catch Chase Elliott off course, 2 cars in front of Briscoe. Same situation. Never got that clean lap in for qualifying.
Remember, he got penalized early in this race for driving through too many pit boxes, so a good pit strategy there, Steve, to get him back in the battle.
Another guy that went off track, had a lot of issues in turn 5. Denny Hamlin's worked his way back into a position here. Great rebound from that team. Staying focused.
Top 10's full of those good stories, right? You got the 20 of Christopher Bell back there in 7th. He had damage with the 21 earlier in
The Cup Series at Road America is nowhere near as exciting as the Xfinity Series at Road America. This just sucks. And even the Xfinity Series at Road America sucks. Usually.
Checked up in front of him, or maybe a little bit too hard of entering one of the corners.
You have to wonder if that's upset how his car is going to cool, how it's going to cool. Is that ductwork moved around, separated from the nose?
I'm going to use one of Dale Jr.'s favorite terms he used to have as a driver, and I'm going to let you know that's not optimal. I used to ask temps at times, what would you tell me? He said, they're optimum. Yeah. I think I always translated as that as I can't see the gauges right now, but nothing's flashing.
I didn't have time to give you the details.
Things are good. Things are still good. Hey, it's still a nice top 10 run, though, for Michael McDowell, right? He's hanging in there. And when I spoke with that team this morning, guys, they told me that one of the reasons why he'll be much better today is the braking package on that yellow 34. That the last time they updated it, the 2013, they have updated in a big way today, and it's working for McDowell, Parker.
And the car trying to track him down there. That patriotic number 3 car driven by Austin Dillon. A great run here with a Dow Salutes veteran scheme there. That patriotic July 4th scheme with 1,900 veterans' names and military members on that car. You can see them on the hood, all those white lettering. That's 1,900 veterans on board. What a great message from Dow to salute the veterans out there. All our military members.
And that continues to grow. When that program started, there were 400 names that they had on there. Now over 19, as you mentioned, Parker. Great promotion and organization. Dow continuing to support our veterans. Kyle Busch is fighting for that second spot.
Briscoe top 5. Kyle's lost second spot for Chase Elliott. Chase has found a way around that 18. Junior, I'm going to give you credit. You said it all the way during the qualifying show. Chase seemed dejected, hadn't quite found a rhythm. And I think he needed to hear your pep talk. You were confident that a guy like Chase Elliott with enough laps would figure this place out. And here we are in that final stage. And the favorite from the odds makers coming into the race is proving why that is. I mean, he's won 5 of the last 7 races on the road courses, 6 stage wins. So he knows how to get it done. It's just a place he didn't have a lot of time.
All right, Steve, the top 10 are all on the same strategy as far as they all came to pit road around 26, 27. What is the strategy for these guys, especially the leader, DiBenedetto? What do you do with him?
You know you can run 18, probably 20 laps on fuel. So they can, you know, the real question is, you can run to probably mid-40s, but it's all run as long as you dare. If you want to have fresh tires at the end, what do I say? Rick, you tell me when the caution's coming out, I'll tell you we should pit.
Let's go NASCAR nonstop.
Today tastes like it's all fired up. Like it's cooling down. Tastes like open air and closed eyes. Today tastes like a Sunday ritual.
This race sucks.
And it never tasted this good.
New toy? Bought it with my Credit Karma Money debit card and won a reimbursement. With all the money I saved, I'm gonna buy
A new TV?
a new TV.
Get paid back for the stuff you pay for with Instant Karma.
Yesterday's Xfinity race was pretty good, but a link.
Oven roasted turkey piled high with crisp veggies on freshly baked bread. So let's get out there and get those footlongs.
Now at Subway, buy 1 footlong in the app and get 150% off. Subway, eat fresh. Get the part you need.
Oh, I love this video.
Order online or via the Advanced Auto Parts mobile app.
You motherfuckers.
And part of that dream is making all the doubters believe that my name belongs here. I may be new to South, but I am not taking lightly. Because if you let your guard down, I will rise above. I am the NASCAR Xfinity Series. I am NASCAR.
The American Century Championship is back with a star-studded event from Lake Tahoe.
Driving for his brother that monster
Aaron Rodgers, and last year's winner, Martin Fitz. The American Century Championship
at the very beginning of the race with the first green flag. Afterwards, Allgaier and Kurt Busch had a few words talking about what went on the racetrack. Kurt was not very happy. He did, however, finish fourth. After they discussed this, we heard this from Kurt Busch post-race.
Your favorite driver has to say during the race. Visit NASCAR.com.
It was a tough battle. The left side tire seemed like it would make you tight, make you loose, and so you were on this razor blade edge. We made good steps to gain the KBM car. How we've adjusted since the beginning of the year to where we are now. Now we're just fourth place today. Against good. So it's good. It was great to follow pit box, checking everything out today. It refrains me from not beating you out of you right now. If you ask me stupid questions. Since I'm on probation, I suppose that's improper to say as well. If you could talk about racing things, we could talk about racing. this little episode with Jay Punch, and we go to Bob Pockets. It's called respect. He doesn't give respect. Although he wants respect from other drivers, and he wants respect from the fans, and he wants respect from the media, he's not showing respect to these people. And that
Where's Landon Castle? I don't even think he's racing.
He takes second, looking to sweep.
Yeah, I don't even think he's racing. I don't see him on the...
Yesterday.
Qualifying run of over 200 miles an hour. Logano wins yesterday.
3 in any respective race are obligated to discuss their race with the media in the media room. Kurt came in the media room after the race and was waiting his turn to speak to us when it was voiced to him that the radio broadcast folks noted on their broadcast that he had blown.
Hey, no problem, man. Thank you for joining.
He was running 12th, now he's 18th. Why? Well, on the racetrack, he had contact with someone, and now the
Post this video on TikTok. We'll take it down for human endangerment. If he posts his... Probably not. I mean, they might, but probably not. I've seen worse on TikTok that didn't get taken down.
There's that bear bond they have ready when Ryan Blaney does come down pit road.
The good news for the 12 is it's dented in a way that
Historic news from NASCAR tonight. Former champion Kurt Busch suspended indefinitely after a judge rules in favor of Busch's ex-girlfriend who says he abused her. Busch is now the first driver NASCAR has ever suspended for domestic violence. Here, his alleged victim speaks out. He's one of NASCAR's star drivers, Kurt Busch. Power off turn number 4 and the outlaw.
You know that bitch lied about Kurt Busch and got him suspended? She literally tried to ruin his fucking career. She's such a whore.
You said it, Jeff. Just remain calm. There's pit stops, probably restarts. There's a lot of opportunities here for this race to come to you or go away from you. Don't make a mistake at this point.
Yeah, obviously, there's been a lot of Xfinity races here and a ton of late race cautions in those Xfinity races.
Why the fuck you think I'd be okay? I gotta go get in my car. NASCAR told me yeah. Just keep an eye on the 22. He's a 4 miles down road. 22 just went ape shit. What are you talking about? He gets too much crazy sometimes here in the last 2 minutes. Quit word here. That's 22 driver had his plane meltdown and driver today. Meltdown and driver.
I love that everybody has to warn, like all the drivers are being warned about Kurt Busch being pissed off. You'll post this on TikTok?
They were gone. Dale Earnhardt has pulled ahead of the pace car. What's going on? He loves to play with them. Sometimes he gets behind it and bump him. Do all kind of things. I don't know. He just sits there and takes it in stride. Now that Earnhardt's got back to mine, he'll locate the okay side. You know what? Earnhardt thought maybe he had something wrong. He wanted.
Dude, I love when Dale Earnhardt would mess with the pace car. I've heard so many stories about that. They would just go up and bump them. You know? Only Dale. Should that be on TikTok? Hell yeah. Do I still not follow you on that? Why have I not followed you yet?
It's amazing to be able to ride along with these drivers and watch them how they get around this track, shifting gears, working that steering.
Now I follow you.
Working the throttle. Really, really technical stuff, man. And I'm thankful to be able to have these cameras and get this type of access.
Story time about how my boyfriend gave me sleep.
And listening in to these drivers and how they're negotiating this 4-mile track. Well, it's time to once again take a look at what lap you're on. Lap 40. $444 for Busch Light on July 4th from Busch Beer. Tweet hashtag Busch Light Apple and hashtag sweepstakes, whatever Harvick's number 4 car is driving a lap with the number 4 in it. And you can win. You got 10 of them right here. You won't miss a thing as we have Nascar nonstop.
My dogs are fucking freaking out. Hey! Hey, shut the fuck up! Shut up! Shut the fuck up! Shut up! Show me something that should be on TikTok. You should make your own TikToks, like, I don't know. Where do you work at? Make a video about your job.
Almost ready on the burger. One Sonic cream cheeseburger.
Fill me up on a cup, baby, just to let me down. I mess you around, and the worst of all, you know, baby, when you say you will.
Daydreaming again? But I love you still. You know I'm driving, right?
I do. If you ride, you get it. Geico Motorcycle. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Your voice is cringy, oh well. People will like that.
Not that it's a bad thing. I am something none of you expected. Each surprise leads to one heck of a summer. Because this year, to make the playoffs,
Oh, I remember that.
or you're not in. And one thing is for sure this season, I am not certain what happens next. And neither are you. I am Nascar.
Good morning, welcome to today. Future's looking good. We're going to be cheering you on all the way. Jordan's going to renew their vows right here. Here's to you.
Jockey made in America 250 from Road America. Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. What a gorgeous 4th of July afternoon it is. Fans have shown up, over 100,000 in attendance this weekend for racing. We see Christopher Bell in the 20.
I love that video.
The track in a golf cart trying to figure if I was a fan, where would I park my camper, Junior? What part of this track would
Remember this? Remember what?
I want to see this race from? And it's hard to beat this combination here.
Oh, I've never seen this.
Last year, 5th quickest in 2000.
he had a good shot of winning that, but yeah, but Junior ended up with indigestion. He got burped, had a little case of vertigo, had a little burp down there in 1 and 2. Yeah, but you know what? Last night I saw a much more mature Kyle Busch. He didn't get out of his car last night and go looking for Tony Stewart. He didn't get out of his car last night throwing his helmet and complaining. I'm sure he was very disappointed. He said, hey, that's the way it goes sometimes, and moved on. And that's what you got to be able to do.
We're not talking about the best place to watch a race from. Let's hear what they're talking about.
Yeah, he could not complete the pass at either end being on the bottom of the racetrack.
We just got out for the you won't believe this. The 5-car is back on track. And now being involved in that crash, the driver is Dale Earnhardt Jr.
That's interesting.
I don't even know what this video is. I don't even get it. Like, I don't get the point of it. Like, I don't get what's supposed to make me upset or not upset. I don't know. I don't get that video.
Remember, we saw the 78 in the gravel earlier, and it took, what, maybe 20 seconds for Nascar to determine, hey, can he get unstuck or can he not? So that was a good communication from the crew chief to all of the spotters around the racetrack. I'm giving you the green light, and there it is. So now this
Oh shit, someone's on the... It's Anthony Alfredo.
which unfortunately the whole field is really around the middle of the racetrack. So
That's gonna be a caution, probably.
I think I blew a tire and let that wheel off that bad. Felt like the left rear went down.
if he blew a tire, he'll be stuck. He won't get out of that sand.
And on pit road is Ryan Blaney.
Yeah, how about that timing, Rick? They were coming to pit road before the
Caution.
to fix this damage, but the caution is now out. That's going to be a massive advantage for this 12 car who can make it to the end of the race from here.
Bingo! That's like hitting the lottery right there for the 12 car.
The 10 car, so Jenna Valmarola was on pit road.
What a bit of good fortune for the 12, and unfortunately for Anthony Alfredo and the old Speedy Cash machine. Oh, you see the debris. He said he thought he blew a tire unless he wheel hopped. I think his analysis was dead on. The left rear is flat. Anthony Alfredo, nothing to do but ride along.
Oh, you see some brake rotor coming off there. I think he exploded the brake rotor in the braking zone of turn 1.
Great point, dude. I didn't see that the first replay.
And so they'll hook on to the 38 and pull him out of that gravel pit. But the caution coming out ideal for the 12 of Ryan Blaney, who was already on pit road. They were fixing that damage to the hood. When the caution came out, they said, take a little bit more time and get it right.
And he's still sitting there. I mean, it takes that long for the field to get behind the pace car and caught up. Great race management by Todd Gordon, understanding how big this track is.
Todd Gordon announced this week that he will be hanging up the crew chief headset at the end of 2021, but maybe good fortune here helps him out as Alfredo gets into turn 1.
I'm really nervous. I don't know what I should wear.
Just wear something not too crazy. Remember, it's a business dinner, not a costume party.
On the Spotty Network, this is what she heard.
Just wear something crazy. Remember, it's a costume party. Costume party. Yes.
Don't trust first impressions to just any network. Go with T-Mobile, the crown jewel of 5G.
Anybody want to split a turkey leg?
We get out. Fired up. Hook big ones. We get
Is this a good TikTok vid?
We track them down. So crack a Mountain Dew. Get out and do.
I mean, yes, but I feel like you should make your own edit. Don't use somebody else's edit, you know?
And be there when they do. Believe in their dream.
Like, yeah, it is a good edit, but, like, only, like, use your edit. Make an edit yourself.
Because bringing out the best of them
Don't post other people's.
takes the very best of us.
Blue Emu Super Strength Original Formula is now available in 3 convenient sizes. Whether you need relief at home, in your gym bag, or on the go. Blue Emu works fast and you won't stink. An official partner of MLB and Nascar.
Now that's cool. But that's not NASCAR. I hate when people just call things NASCAR when it's not NASCAR.
You bring your best. We'll block the threats. Cyber protection for everyone. Malware bites.
It's NASCAR Cup Series from Road America. This telecast presented by T-Mobile. It's been a while since we've checked in with Jack Collinsworth. As a matter of fact, I think it was when he was eating the double brat the last time we saw him. How did that go down, Jack?
Yeah, Rick, I'm playing injured. I burned my face off with that one, but we haven't seen a crowd like this all year long. As you come out here in the middle of the woods, there's been a premium on the Woodlands all weekend long. My guy Joey been coming here since he was a baby, and you act like you're happy. You know what I'm saying, Joey, a little bit? It is great. He cheers every time the cars rip on by, but we're having some fun over here in the woods. Everybody says the most important thing is you got to find yourself some shade. They're not wrong, Rick.
Well, you found it, and smiles on everybody around there enjoying this weekend, this 4th of July weekend, and so many families we're seeing too.
Right, and we did see Jack's commitment to the double bra. I mean, the chef could have told him, look, this is right off the grill. Yeah. Give yourself a little bit of space. But I mean, it's amazing. The place is so big, so vast, you almost lose touch of how many people are here because they are everywhere. Every nook and cranny, anywhere, to his point, to Jack's point, anywhere there's shade, there's a campsite or a tent or a campground, and it's racing country for sure. Because you walk around there, you got every t-shirt, every driver's represented. It's a fun crowd.
Yeah, and they're getting a great show. I mean, this has been incredible. Obviously, the equipment is trying to keep up with the abilities of these drivers, and we're seeing a lot of either brake failure. We saw a rear end problem for the 33 team.
So I want the race to be safe. I'm not wishing bad luck on everyone, but I will say I love the fact it's a little old school.
Where are you? Cheering on my
your
fleet.
job as a driver was to get your equipment to the finish
If you
line.
were
I
me,
believe these
you'd have
drivers have
anticipated
been
the
kind of
ambush I'm about to
retaught last
launch
year. Just goes
right behind
these
you.
cars will hold together. Not on these 4-mile road courses. Too many opportunities for mistakes by the driver and mechanical failures. So while it is exciting and a little out of the ordinary, I'm enjoying the task at hand for the drivers.
Bush Jr., you guys surprised by what we're seeing out of the Cup Series here at Road America?
I'm glad Steve not wished a bad luck on everyone. That's pretty nice of him to do. We saw some of the guys that we expect to win this race or try to win this race. Chase Elliott, who's dominated road courses for a while. Those guys are toward the front, right? But the guys we saw early in the race, Chastain, Kurt Busch, Reddick, Larson, they're not really driving back through the field since stage 3 started. Are they going to be able to finally get back toward the front and be a part of this race again?
I want to talk about the drivers, but I want to talk about pit crews. We got a big pit stop coming up right here. This can determine the race. Now's an opportunity for pit crews to have that stop of the day. Give your driver a chance to win this thing. Here we come to Dave on pit road.
Two strategies merging into one here, Jeff, toward the end of the race. With 18 to go now, a couple more caution laps. They will have enough fuel to get to the end. Overtime notwithstanding, it'll be 4 tires and fuel for Chase Elliott. He's asked for no changes on this 9 car, so the winner of 5 of the last 7 on the road course is in good shape, Marty.
Denny Hamlin pits from running third, Dave, and a nice run for them. Loose in the right-handers, tight in the left-handers. He needs more forward bite. Kyle Busch animated on the radio saying, I'm getting my butt kicked out here, meaning the 9 car was doing all he could to stay out front. He said the engine is also, quote, not crisp when I'm at park throttle. He said I need better drive off. That's his biggest handling issue. Kyle Busch will win the race off the pit road from those who pitted, but you saw the cars that stayed out. Briscoe's at one spot.
Yeah, so the crew did the job on pit road. You see the 11 also making up a spot. Chase Elliott lost a couple. Kyle Larson gained 5. So wins and losses off the pit road. We'll see how it all shakes out. They'll line back up for the restart when we come back.
We
don't follow the herd. Never have, never will. Because those who build the future aren't found in a pack. They forge the way forward on a path.
This race is so lame that I just don't even care anymore.
The dust has settled.
I mean, if Kyle Busch could fucking...
Back up again.
Shut up!
All-electric 2021 Mustang Marquee.
Kyle Busch could take the lead, then maybe I'll be interested.
If you want to be a winner, then get a turkey footlong from Subway. That's oven-roasted turkey, piled high with crisp veggies on freshly baked bread. So let's get out there and get those footlongs.
Now at Subway, buy 1 footlong in the app and get 150% off. Subway, eat fresh.
This one is good, I think. What one?
Same-day curbside or same-day delivery. Advance your Advance Auto Parts.
Some of us were born for this. To protect people. To help them save.
Kaylee Bosch?
With a home and auto bundle from Progressive.
I agree.
I was born for this. And now it's prime time.
Alright, Jamie, what are you doing? You're not even in this one. I thought it was Thursday. Sorry.
It is.
I thought it was last Thursday.
The magic is back. It's our race, and the best fans in the world are New Englanders. NASCAR racing the way it's supposed to be. A fender-banging, no-holds-barred battle to the finish line.
They make contact. Kevin Harvick will win.
Make memories with family and friends in a safe environment. It's the 50th NASCAR Cup Series race at New Hampshire Motor Speedway, the Foxwoods Resort Casino 301 on July 18th. Visit nhms.com.
There's nothing like the Stanley Cup Final on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
Today at Road America will definitely add to what we've been able to enjoy in Wisconsin throughout the year. The Packers and the fans have been able to enjoy that organization for so long. So many great things coming out of the state of Wisconsin. Once again, Road America now for the NASCAR Cup Series. Visiting here for the first time in
You're bored? Me too. This race sucks.
have definitely come out strong. Listen in to Kyle Larson radio here just moments ago.
You're running out of ideas for videos? Welcome to my world.
We've heard that from Cliff Daniels before. He's very aware of everybody around him, and so there he wanted to know how to chase, get by the Jack. How slow he advises him.
So Kyle Busch is in third right now. What happened to Chase? Oh, he's back in fifth. Almirola's leading right now. That's pretty cool. Don't see that every day. Not anymore.
On a little bit older tires, so Almirola and Blaney up front will bring the field back to the restart.
Well, big check up in the back there.
Oh, shit.
Maybe had some contact. Look at Kyle Busch on the inside of Almirola. Almirola drives it in there deep, pushes up the racetrack.
Really deep, allowing Kyle Busch to get by the 12.
Come on, Kyle. Let's go. Come on.
Here comes Kyle Busch once again.
Come on. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about.
Let's see how he does in turn 5.
There's great acceleration out of that corner. Remember, this is a left-hander, so you're trying to position yourself to the left side of the racetrack. Look at Kyle Busch, once again, that inside lane, just the only one doing that today.
connections really well. A lot of front grip.
There's a good look underneath the 18 for you.
See what the track bar is doing on that 18.
Into the kink, and Chase Elliott leading at Road America.
God damn it.
Modulating the throttle, on and off the throttle. Going through that corner at the edge of grip.
I know these two guys are racing, but Almirola's settled right in just behind them. Wondered if he had any race to be there, but he's hanging right with these guys.
Fuel-wise, Steve, these guys will make it to the end?
Yeah, I think they're going to make it to the end. Overtime would probably be a little questionable. Blaney and Almirola pitted under green, so that tells me that was just inside the window. The leaders, the 9 and 18, were 2 laps later, so I think you just lose so much rear grip later in the run. Your fuel mileage gets better because you just can't step on the gas.
We talked about it in qualifying, Junior, but Almirola sitting right there now has somebody to chase, somebody to kind of pace off of. Brake when they brake, accelerate when they accelerate.
Sam, they posted this on TikTok format. Is this acceptable for an upload?
But remember, when they made that strategy move, got the fortunate caution, they were running 18th at the time. And see if you can unpack this and sort of explain their day. On one pit stop, on one stop, they took out 4 rounds of track bar. That's a clear flag.
Yeah, he posts that.
Before the race, and he told me, you know, the toughest part for him on road courses is that he only wants to brake about 80%. He said, I just get scared smashing that brake pedal like you have to, and maybe sometimes when I'm falling, I can get stuck to doing that, and I find a little bit speed, but when I'm by myself, I regress to just doing about that 80%. He came into this day, he said, I'd be happy if we get out of here with a top 15. Right now, obviously, fighting with Hamlin for this 3rd position.
You know, braking is so important. Racetracks you go to, Junior, you know, the team's on you. Get off the brakes, get off the brakes. You know, he's slowing the car down, but on road courses, the longer you can stay in that throttle and get on the brake at the last minute, there's real lap time. To
Dude, these laps are so long.
Over your legs. I mean, it hurts. It's crazy. Like, you can hardly walk. That takes that much pressure.
I think all the racing that these guys do outside of the Cup Series also helps them.
I just don't think you should post other people's edits, you know? It's like you should make your own, like, it's kind of like plagiarism, I don't know.
Going the fastest, it has the most downforce, it's being pressed into the racetrack the most, has the most load on the tires, so there's less likely a lock-up or anything like that. So you brake extremely hard initially for the corner, and then you come off the pedal as you roll into the corner. Marty.
You guys talked earlier and how we played the radio from Cliff Daniels to Kyle Larson. I think that you're right. It was a subtle hit. Hey, take it easy on these tires early in the run.
But yeah, as we all expected, Chase Elliott's probably going to win this race.
Twice on the radio now. I think I abused my tires early in the run, but with this long of a run, 4:15 to go, which is a long way to Road America, you want to save all the tire you can. He is pounding Denny Hamlin for 3rd.
You're right, Marty. It's 60 miles still. 15 laps. That's a long way to go in this race.
Every time I see the 5 car through the kink, it seems like it's sideways, sliding that left rear tire. I would imagine that would be the tire that goes away. And to circle back that comment Marty had about the 12 and the track bar adjustment, talking 4 rounds, looks like an 8-inch track bar. That's a major adjustment. Surprising, you know, they had practice, so it wouldn't shock me as we see Kyle Larson methodically working by the 11 right there, didn't overdrive it. So, big adjustment for a track that you got a little bit of practice at.
Chase Elliott now has a 1.1 second lead over Kyle Busch running 2nd as we go NASCAR nonstop. Road America.
From roof to foundation, the damage to your home can be devastating from clogged gutters, leaking roofs, and flooded basements. Protect your entire home with Leaf Filter. Our stainless steel micro mesh screen keeps out all leaves and organic debris.
It's protected my home. I love it.
Call 833-LEAF-FILTER or go to getleaffilter.com for your free gutter inspection and estimate.
Dude, this race is just single file bullshit. It's like restrictor plate racing, but worse.
When I crave something, I have to have it.
Or boring restrictor plate racing, but worse.
attention, apparently. Look at him all sitting in the middle.
Let's never race here again.
It is really awkward. He just chose to sit there. Sonic Crave Cheeseburger.
Liberty Mutual customized car insurance, so you only pay for what you need. How much money can Liberty Mutual save you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 73,808
Everything hurts.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, liberty, liberty.
Today tastes like it's all fired up. Like it's cooling down. Tastes like open air and closed eyes. Today tastes like a Sunday ritual. And it never tasted this good.
Sometimes you wanna go. You found these that would be good posts.
Welcome back, America. Out of the season no one saw coming. Not that it's a bad thing. I'm something none of you expect.
Isn't this cool? That's pretty cool.
Georgia native leads this race. Next week, we go to Atlanta. One of my favorite tracks on the circuit, the Xfinity Series race on Saturday. Sunday, the Cup race. Countdown to green starts at 3 p.m. Should be a lot of fun, Jeff. That was a fun racetrack, man. A lot of grooves, running all over the place. Wore out, slick.
Yeah, slip and slide at a high rate of speed. Remember, Larson dominated that race. Blaney passed him with 9 to go to win the race in the spring. Wouldn't surprise me one bit to see a late race pass next week as well. Dave, what do you have on Chase Elliott?
Well, Jeff, when I spoke with him this morning, the first thing he said was, "We are not good," and you can report that. Okay, they weren't good, and that was because Chase said, "I couldn't find my rhythm at this place." Practice was a series of short runs. There were stoppages as cars went off or had damage, and he never had a chance to really get the feel for this place. But once the race opened up today and Chase began logging laps, he began to find his pace and his rhythm, and he's found it here at the end. Alan Gustafson has put him in good position, obviously strategy, and no changes on that last stop. Has a 9 right where he wants him to be.
We saw a nonstop at 24-car William Byron off the racetrack. Looks like he gets too deep into turn 5. Not going to drive through the sand, so he's going to try to figure out how to turn around. Looks like he just kind of got edged off the racetrack by Austin Dillon.
Let's not put ourselves out of the race here, Tab. Let's make sure we're taking care of our stuff and we'll put a caution.
So that's after the fact. Hey, settle down. Let's wait for a yellow. Regroup. Don't do anything crazy. Don't make any more mistakes that are going to compound the problems. You could try to throw a little bit of a Hail Mary. You said wait for a yellow. You know, run to like, say, 10 or 9 to go, and then pit. And put on fresh tires. He's not going to run anyone down, maybe 1 point back there. But pit, put on fresh tires, and then hope you get a yellow, and hope the guys in front of you think they need to come get fresh tires. That's about the only way I can see the 24 cycling it back towards the front of this field. Parker.
Well, guys, if you look at the top 5 right now, one driver that sticks out to me is Christopher Bell. What a great run for him in 4th place right now. Remember, he won at the Daytona Road Course, but came into this race without having a top 5 since April. Talking to Adam Stevens, he said, you know, our year has just been hit or miss. Even when we're in position, things just seem to fall apart. We need a solid run here, and we think we can get it. He gets right on the back of Kyle Larson there, looking really strong, that 20 car, Marty.
His teammate Denny Hamlin is behind him, and he said, I would have recovered McCaffrey for that race team sitting in the 5th position. They had the off-track excursion as Bell goes for the pass on Kyle Larson, and then they also had the brake issue. But when Larson passed Denny Hamlin earlier, he said, man, they are absolutely killing us when it comes to motor. That ECR Hendrick combination, no doubt the horsepower even showing up here at Road America.
Definitely going to show up on those tracks like Pocono, Road America that have the long straightaways, acceleration through the gears. A lot of people talk about what the advantage is that Hendrick has found. Well, all the Chevrolets seem to be running better. So I think it's a little bit of aero, and it's definitely some power under the hood.
20 looks a little quicker than the 5, and just a little more neat and tidy, Jeff. You know, keep talking about how the 5 perhaps abuses his tires a little more. Well, visibly, the 5 definitely looks like it's sliding the back of the car around in certain areas where the 20 is able to drive much straighter on corner exit and on corner entry.
Sometimes you think that's driver style. In many cases, it's just the grip in the car. You know, some set up, some cars make more corners, and if you want to try to keep up with them, you have to push your car really hard, and that forces it to slide around, and that's what kills tires.
At the bottom of the screen, turn 6, you saw the 48 of Bowman. There you see him back there, kind of taking it easy. Hasn't really been up front all day long. Haven't talked about him much, but he's just been methodical, taking care of that car, closing in on these guys.
The junior checked in with Greg Ives a moment ago. Remember they had that overheating issue or just kind of ran hot earlier in the 48. Once they pulled that tape, it's been fine. I said, how's the handling? Then he goes, that's been okay. Actually, that last run, Alex, the tightest he had been all day long. So they made a pretty big swing here trying to free him up. This would be his 5th straight top 10 at a road course. Kind of an under-the-radar road course racer, but Alex Bowman getting it done when it comes to results at the road courses.
I agree. Under the radar. Just doesn't make a lot of mistakes. Hardly misses corners, slides tires or anything like that. Just real tidy and clean all day long.
Smooth. Yep.
Yeah.
He's a really smooth driver.
When he first started working with us at Junior Motorsports, that was the first thing I noticed about him was how smooth he was. He could run the same lap over and over and over, matching his corners perfectly. Great little driver.
Taking care of that equipment, and Chase Elliott with a 2.5-second lead over second place Kyle Busch is trying to get around the lap car of Kyle Tilley right now. Third place Kyle Larson cresting the hill coming down to turn 3. Christopher Bell looking at the inside, trying to take that spot.
That was a late move by Bell, and Larson, good for Larson, he watching for that.
Bell slipped the left rear getting down in there, but he has more pace, and now Larson has to wonder if he fades back to this 11 car. Is Larson saving anything, or has he used that car up again on the long run?
I just think they can't make it work on the long run, and Denny Hamlin's going to go for the spot here. I mean, he's done everything he can, and they've reminded him, Cliff Daniels almost every lap, don't abuse it, but no matter what he does, just seems like they don't have longevity in that 5 today.
That's frustrating when nothing you do as far as a driver helps save the car or make the car better on the end of the run. There's a lot of racetracks where you can try to back up, not run as hard in the first 10 laps. Nothing seems to be able to affect this 5 car for Kyle. I know he's probably in there making those adjustments.
The best thing to save tires is a great setup.
Yeah, good point.
It's hard to overcome it.
Good point.
Denny Hamlin up to 4th now. So it's Chase Elliott, Kyle Busch, Christopher Bell, Denny Hamlin, Kyle Larson, the top 5. Alex Bowman, mentioned him moments ago in 6th. Kurt Busch into 7th. Chase Briscoe, the highest running Rookie of the Year contender, is 8th. Eric Almirola 9th, and DiBenedetto in 10th.
Larson got through the kink, or Denny Hamlin didn't. I'm not sure which, but I think Denny didn't. Had a little bit of an issue there. Gives that spot back to Larson now. Bowman back here trying to figure out how to get by both these guys. I think he has a little more pace than both of them. And then behind them, Kurt Busch closing in on this group in that number 1 car.
There's Kurt running in that 7th position, trying to close the gap just a bit. Chase Elliott, Kyle Busch, 1 and 2 at Road America. NASCAR nonstop.
begins with a man named Mike who ventured deep into the jungle in search of a legend.
Here we go.
And if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't have this.
How do you get the lemons out of the jungle? Did he have like a suitcase or in his pockets or something?
Here's to Mike. Hey, what's that?
Bought groceries with my credit card and money debit card. I want to reimburse it. Still buy myself this filter.
You filled it with nothing.
Did I just lose my fucking card again?
True.
Get paid back for the stuff you pay for with Instant Card.
Some things don't change. I always lose this fucking thing. Oh, it's in here. Good.
Oh, hey, Pat.
Toyota, let's go places.
Everyone has two chapters in their lives. Before their first Big Mac and after their first Big Mac. Spoiler, the best chapter is the last. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Well, Geico's 85 years isn't just about time, you know. It means experience. I mean, put it this way. If I told you I'd been jarring raspberry preserves for 85 years, what do you think? Well, at first, you'd be like, that has got to be some scrumptious jam. And then you'd think, he looks fantastic. I must know his skincare routine.
Geico, saving people money for 85 years.
Beg your pardon.
The season barrels on, and the surprises just keep coming. Next curveball, Atlanta Motor Speedway, the fastest track in the South. Next Sunday on NBCSN.
For 161 years, the Open Championship has stood the test of time, spanning eras and generations. Once again, Americans will begin their day watching the Open and the best in the world as they compete on the links. The Open Championship on NBC and Golf.
NASCAR Cup Series back at Road America. This telecast presented by T-Mobile. Once again, let's listen in on the sounds of Road America from inside the cars.
These laps are so obnoxiously long. What's up, Boston? How's it going? Welcome back. You ready to see the end of this race? Chase is probably gonna fucking win. I like Chase, I just would prefer the second place driver to win. How is the race gone for you? It's fucking boring. This might be the worst race all year. And I knew it was good. It's this. I hate this fucking track. I hate this fucking... I hate how big it is. I hate how long the caution laps are. I fucking hate everything about this. It's a fun track to race. Like, I think it's like a fun track in the video games to, like, drive around. But this fucking track, I just hate it, man. Like, there's nowhere around this track that you can sit where you can see around the entire track. Like, no matter where you sit, you're going to be blocked. Like, you're going to miss action. Not that there's much, you know.
Whenever he gets back to that gap, they've not been able to hook up the rear tires in that 22. And you saw it really visually there when we were on board, and that's what he's struggling with now, falling back.
About the hard charge we're seeing out of the 19 of Martin Truex Jr. as he's closing the gap on Logano.
Had that speeding penalty back about mid-race. Had to go to the back of the...
Road America's for open wheel racing, not stock car racing. I mean, honestly, the Xfinity Series race yesterday was pretty exciting. And you know, usually the Xfinity Series, you know, they don't have too bad of races here. It's just like, I agree, it ultimately is for open wheel, not stock car racing. Like, this track isn't meant for that. NASCAR needs to realize that exactly. Once they do.
Pump of the brake right here. Maybe a quick tap hard into the brake zone of turn one right there. That's a security tap. Yeah. I just know I have brakes.
If you tap and nothing's there, you're gonna lift and say, hey, Parker, what you got on the A car?
Well, we saw him go wide there. We talked about Joe Logano struggling to put the power down in that 22 car. Well, for the 8, it's the opposite. He's been struggling to actually stop that 8 car as of late. The last
A lot of road courses were built for open wheel race cars, yeah. I mean, I think Watkins Glen was, but I don't know. The Watkins Glen can be good for stock cars. I feel like the last few years it hasn't been that good of racing there. I mean, 2019 was good, but 2018, 2017, 2015, you know, those races sucked. I won't let anyone tell me differently. I mean, the finish of the 2018 race was good, but that's about it.
If the yellow comes out right now, normally we talk about road courses. Once you have track position, don't give it up. But with the tires, the way they fall off, and a 4-mile racetrack, I believe these tires, or these drivers are going to have to get some tires if the yellow comes out, Dave.
I would think so, Steve. We've seen that before here in the Xfinity Series, and certainly the Cup teams watch the strategies that happen there.
You need to replace some of these road courses with tracks like Iowa or Gateway. I would love to see them race at Gateway, because that's my home track. I was born about 20 minutes from there, so I would love that. I'd love to go there. I'd love to see a Cup race there. I mean, that's like the #1 track I have on my wish list. Iowa would be a lot of fun, too.
Ross Chastain, since his restarts, picked up 10 spots. There he is right here. He's running Matty D down. He is the only one right now that, you know, he's the second fastest that lap. Still not the pace of Chase Elliott, but he doesn't have the track position that Chase Elliott has either. Ross Chastain...
Didn't they, like, get rid of Iowa completely for the Xfinity Series and the Truck Series? I believe they did, which honestly kind of sucks. I like Iowa. I've always had, like, a soft spot for that track.
Whatever Ganassi's doing at these road courses, we saw it at Coda with Chastain, had great speed there.
I mean, I was at the 2014 race, and that was, like, the greatest fucking Watkins Glen race ever.
Spots in front of Kurt Busch, as you mentioned it, and some spots in front of the 42. I think both can improve.
That was a good race.
Kurt Busch has Hamlin, Bowman, and Larson in his vision. There you see that is under 6 laps to go from Road America.
Chastain is, you know... Oh, the 5, the 48!
Oh, shit! There we go! Dude just got wrecked by his teammate. Holy shit, Larson. Does that make you want to say the word again that you shouldn't say?
some wheel hop or just cook the corner. Out of brake. Let's see it. Pushing really hard late in the race. I think he
was not trying to make this pass. It's too far to come from behind. He had trouble. You heard him say out of brakes. Clearly just was not expecting to have that little friction getting into the corner.
A little bit of contact on the quarter panel for the 48 there.
Is there a legal reason you don't show the actual race? Yeah, copyright would fuck me up. If I showed the actual race, YouTube and NASCAR would like fucking come to my house and beat me with a fucking baseball bat.
That's pretty severe on it.
They would fucking... They would pull down my pants and put me in front of town square and just let everyone look at my small ass penis if I were to show their races on YouTube.
What do you do, Steve?
Man, I came to work for TV, so I didn't have to make these decisions. But I think at this point,
Yeah.
we're going to have to leave it up to Alex Bowman. I don't see a lot of smoke anymore. Maybe
But I have the audio so you can hear it, and I have the leaderboard so you know what's going on.
Straightaways, it's terrible.
5 laps is just not good. I think you pit him at this point, Jeff. I mean, you can't.
Not good on the straightaway.
Yeah, if you have a flat tire at the end of one of these straightaways, you can wreck a race car. You know, you can lose confidence in your driver's confidence in you. I think at this point you have to just come to pit road and fix it. Hope you get a yellow.
How aggressive do you try to defend the 11 right now?
Not at all. I mean, you're just trying to get home without giving up the track position, but I would think you'd not be thinking about this 11 car at all and just wonder if this thing is going to try to clearance itself or not.
A lot of cars on pit road in front of us, so I don't know if that's I think that's just a strategy call. I assume they can all make it on field. I haven't heard anything on the radio.
Maybe they're thinking that he's going to blow a tire.
Yeah, good point. Good point. Maybe we're looking at the yellow.
They're hoping for a yellow. That's why they're on pit road.
Wow. You know, as a driver,
Nintendo would be pissed.
my experience is the tire always blows at the
What if copyright was removed for 1 week? That would be funny.
Too hard on the straightaway. To your point, Steve.
But then after that week, all of the stuff would probably be claimed. So, like, yeah, during that week you wouldn't get all your stuff claimed. But, like, after the week was over, everything that you posted that was copyrighted would probably just be claimed anyway. So it wouldn't matter, really. But you'd get monetized. It could make a lot more monetization by posting.
Watch these next few straightaways. Is it clearanced itself? No smoke here. Let's see what it does out of the key.
Yeah, I can turn the volume up.
Continues to smoke right here. I may consider bringing him. But look at it. I think his problem may have solved itself.
Just a little bit of tire smoke we're seeing down that straightaway. Not nearly as much as we saw earlier. But how much wear has it done to that tire?
That's where it's gonna go. So we got to pit.
Man, a caution would be nice, but it would also take like fucking too damn long. So maybe not. Just get this shit over with. So I can do what I actually wanted to do today.
We can't have that happen on the racetrack and bring out a caution.
Well, Chase Elliott's leading. I don't want to be Greg Ives and blow a tire and have a caution come out for my teammate who's leading. I've already spun one of my teammates, so let's go ahead and put 4 tires on it. Let's not have an awful Tuesday meeting. Let's try to keep the enemies to just a 5 car.
Yeah, I don't like to race that way. I mean, that was the one thing about plate racing I hated, was having to worry about your teammates and take care of your teammates. And you got to run your own race. I think I'd have left him out there to see if he could have made it just a few more laps.
Just 4 to go. As you mentioned, Chase Elliott's out front. He's got a 6-second lead right now over Christopher Bell, who took second away from Kyle Busch. Go to work on that right side.
Tire there, right above the tire. Pull it. Yep.
To Greg Ives' point, that fender would have cut that. It's right on top of that tire. So, Junior, I know you would have wanted to stay out. I'm not sure they would have made it 4 more laps.
He's not in a fantasy lineup. I'm saying that's just what I would have tried to do. I think if I was the
Wait, I think Jaden had Bowman on his lineup, so that's probably good for me.
have to give up that position. But they,
I don't think I did, but I think Jaden did.
He was in my fantasy lineup. I appreciate you throwing some salt in that wound. What a great battle right here. And Chase Briscoe.
Yeah, he had him, and I didn't. But I had Suarez, and that sucks. So.
where did he come from? Chase has really turned it on here. I thought Kurt
And I had Harvick, and he didn't, so fuck.
Something late here. Confidence for sure at this racetrack last year when he knew he was going to be.
And I should have put Bell. I wasn't even paying attention. I should have put Bell in because I had him in my garage.
And it was extremely valuable to him. So coming here, he knew exactly what he was doing as a rookie in the Cup Series, one of his best runs of the year.
So I saw the hand out the window of one car, and I think he's just trying to get some air. You got to think these drivers are really cooking inside these cars with a few laps to go. Miserable hot day, working harder than they've ever worked. I mean, when you go to a new track, especially a road course, you work way harder than you need to. Once you learn it, get better at it, multiple trips, you calm down, you know where to rest, you know where to take advantage of those opportunities. But this first trip's tough on these guys. Look at the damage on the 11 car right there. Big hole in the left front fender.
I think Kurt Busch would take this finish right now, right? If he can finish, just give me this fifth, let me move on. He's made up 86 points in the last 4 races to get himself pretty solidly in the playoff hunt.
He's 22 points above the cutoff line now, 23 where he's running.
I mean, this team a month ago was talking about we have to win. There's no way we're going to point ourselves into this, but the last 5 weeks they've done really good work.
You mentioned that damage on the front of the 11, Junior. I remember seeing some damage on the right front, but that whole left front looks new.
Well, I think when Larson and all that was going on, he got that damage right there from that spin when the 48 got into the 5. The 5 car back to 14th is dropping like a rock. Almirola, Stenhouse going by. No pace right now in Larson's car after that spin.
Briscoe's taking it to Kurt Busch. Spun the tires there coming off a 5. But definitely putting the pressure now on Busch.
We talked about it last year, Steve, a lot. Watching Chase Briscoe race in the Xfinity Series, how good he was on road courses and how important that was going to be at the next level. Here he is, showing people he can do it. Marty, what do you have on Hamlin?
I think these drivers, to Junior's point, are just hanging on physically inside the car. They're not saying much at all. But Denny Hamlin, just still trying to gain spots, said, I have absolutely no left rear tire left. So they're hanging on inside and the car as well.
This road course stuff is so physical, so hot outside. That makes such a difference. The heat just transfers into that car. The brakes are hot, the transmission's hot, the rear end's hot. All that goes just straight to the driver. Look at this move right here. Oh, Briscoe's all better at it.
Guys, as we watch this battle, I look at the pylon on the left side of the screen. Some names really jump out to me. I love Ricky Stenhouse Jr. up to 13th. I don't think we've mentioned his name much today. Truex has driven all the way back up to the top 10. Austin Dillon. As we see Larson falling, Cole Custer inside the top 20, Eric Jones 19th. So, you know, this long run to the finish might be a little bit of saving grace for some of these guys today.
Under 2 laps to go, just over 8 miles.
This will be a career day for Stenhouse. Don't think he's finished inside the top 15 in any road course race he's ran. Sounds a bit like my career for most of the first half of it anyways.
We're at the bottom of the hour right now. We'll be here on NBC until the top of the hour, 6 o'clock. Burnout interview, victory celebration, and then NASCAR America post-race show from 6 to 6:30 on NBCSN. Here comes the one, Kurt Busch to the inside. He'll try to take the spot away from Hamlin. Kyle Busch running 3rd, Kurt Busch 4th. Hamlin 5th, Chase Briscoe 6th. We'll see if Chase tries to be aggressive to take that spot away from Hamlin. Under 2 laps to go.
Oh!
He's able to hang on to it.
Nobody right behind him, so no loss.
That tells you right now, that's the toughest corner for the braking zone. I've talked to Cindric and other drivers. They all say no corner's harder to get down into without mistake. These drivers are starting to find a limit, stepping over it every once in a while.
Lane right behind Briscoe thought he was going to be settled in for a 7th, and now he's thinking, well, I don't know.
The drivers are give out, brakes are give out, tires are give out.
Yo!
What's up?
It's been too damn long.
What's up? How's it been?
I've been fucking hella good.
Got a new job at DQ.
Yeah, did you?
Yeah, I got a job at DQ.
Good.
You like it there?
I only worked one day, but it got to the point where we just like, it was so dead that we just ate the messed up blizzards. Like they were good, but like they couldn't sell them for whatever reason. And then I would just watch the Red Sox on my phone.
Yeah.
And they just let us eat popsicles whenever we want.
Up the hill he goes, and now 1 lap to go, presented by
Bro, me and Dom went to the race last week, and I got so high during the national anthem that I thought the flyover plane was going to crash into the grandstands. And Kyle Busch won.
Oh, did he? That's great. Let's see him win in person.
Yeah, I dreamed of that day for like 10 years.
He has put up, especially on road courses.
Fucking...
Dom's just waiting in the car because he's holding a cookie cake.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a big-ass cookie cake. I didn't even know he was doing it.
It's the final lap, but these laps are so fucking long.
The favorite, I don't know, you know, he hadn't been here in a while. Doesn't have the experience of other drivers. Didn't show up in the practice lap times, but
this track, I hate this track. Like, I like this track in the games. It's fun to play. But, like, if you were to go to this race, there's nowhere that you could sit where you could just see the whole track. Like, you would...
I didn't realize it was not just left turns.
Listening to Chase Elliott, the way he works his way around this racetrack.
Wait, did you have bud?
That's what Chase was talking about.
Because I have this roach, and then this, I've kind of been contemplating if I want to smoke it, because this is the blunt that I smoked at Pocono. I never finished it.
Oh, you might just keep it as a souvenir.
Yeah.
His home track next weekend, Atlanta Motor Speedway.
You got wraps too?
Yeah,
Alright.
he said he doesn't care if there's smoke as long as it's just in my car.
In your car?
Yeah, because I remember he said he didn't want people smoking in his house, so I asked him.
Yeah. Oh, this driver, Timmy Hill.
Let the car behind him catch up to him, but I think he's
Yeah.
That's funny.
Coming up to turn 14 for the final time, and the crowd here at Road
Chase. At least it's a good fantasy day, because I predicted him to win. And he did.
Nascar fantasy.
Yeah. Well, at least I won fantasy. Oh, I think so. I don't know. It's me and my friend, we do it. We just battle every week.
Yeah.
Kyle Busch is third.
Let's go. Seizure time.
Denny Hamlin in fifth.
Alright, y'all, I'm ending the stream. Oh yeah, I've been streaming this whole time.